studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
It is a great day to be alive on this Friday. No Kyle Wallace. He might be taking a picture by the famous mural with the wings in Nashville with all of his buddies, posting it on social media, because it did feel like when we discussed the bachelor party that it was all about the gram and the Instagram and the pictures. So no Kyle Wallace. Next to me is Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Mornings 94.5 ESPN. Josh, what's going on?
Have you heard a peep from Kyle since he left?
Yes, that's a great question. So Strouf and I got a text from him maybe this morning, and it was the Miles Turner, Brianna Stewart audio from Threads. I've never been sent a thread post from Kyle Wallace in the 2.5 years I've known him.
That's interesting. I wonder how he came across Threads. I was thinking that he was going to give you an update, like we got crazy last night, spent hundreds of dollars at the club.
No, and as Strouf replied, it's very Kyle Wallace-esque. He's always 24 hours behind the news cycle. Like nothing just... He probably is like thinking the schedule release is
He's excited tonight.
Yeah,
he's going to find himself next to a TV so he can check out what the Packers are up to.
It actually would have been great if he made the Tennessee Titans schedule release video where they go around Broadway, and they did a good job again. They had one go viral, like I want to say,
I think it was 2 years ago.
3 years ago. Did a good job this year. Again, there's too many to watch.
Strouf told us during Mr. Relevant, him and his fiance sat around and watched some together, which is something I just could never fathom.
Oh my gosh,
doing.
I couldn't get my wife to watch one of those.
No, I'd be clobbered over the head if I said, "Hey, do you want to watch the Las Vegas Raiders schedule release video?"
Yesterday night, I turned to my wife because we were talking. We were trying to figure out like a movie or show to watch, even though she like was gonna go to bed 30 minutes after that. And so I put in, which since she has different tastes than I do, I put in her top 3 movies and her top 3 shows, my top 3 shows and top 3 movies into ChatGPT.
Okay.
And there was nothing there
was no carryover.
There was no
similarities.
Connection. I think there was one that was like it had 2 things of hers and 1 thing of mine.
I do love how prior to ChatGPT, you would have the idea to try and find something like that, but you would never get an answer because you would have to like think about it and work at it.
Correct. I was like, just try and fix this for me.
But if I can just put it into a machine and hopefully it spits
out something good, I'm gonna take it.
Had you found something that it was recommended, and it ended up you both really liked it, would you have admitted to it being ChatGPT, or would you have said, this came from my brain, I was thinking, I was doing something?
She knew. Like, I mean, when I'm asking her, I had asked like 15 follow-up questions, Josh. I mean, I was like, top 3 movies. She goes, cheaper by the dozen.
Okay.
Like, okay. And then she goes like 27 dresses or something, or 10 things I hate about you. And then there was another one from like a Disney movie from like 2000. I'm like, okay, we're living in 2026. I'm trying to get something on like Netflix here for us to watch, or it could be Disney Plus. But I was like, you're not helping me here. Like you're taking us back so far that it's not going to find anything. What are you booing us?
You gave her too much latitude.
And then the night immediately took a turn of, I'm not staying down here. I'm going to bed, because there was a Katherine Heigl is like an actress that she likes. She was
from 40-Year-Old Virgin,
Grey's Anatomy, and you're on the right track. Knocked Up.
Yes, that's it.
She is in The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville.
I've seen that one.
And since Catherine, that came up, by the way, of both of our tastes. Because Katherine Heigl is in Grey's Anatomy, and then My Humor. So that came up. I was like, oh, there's no way she would like that movie. And I don't even know how to appropriately describe that movie on FCC rules.
I'd like you to keep your job, so please, we'll just.
But essentially, Josh, what I did is like, all right, like I'll at least show her this because it's really funny. There's a clip in which like unprompted, one of the actors goes, "When the bleep did we get ice cream?" It's very famous, and she goes, "That's not funny." And so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna watch whatever I want. You go to bed. That's where we landed last night. Before we get into some takeaways from the schedule release yesterday. Green Bay Packers have their 17 games all set. Leroy, what's going on? You're on the Car Brust Talking text line. You're a Josh DiMaggio guy.
Leroy, my man.
Josh DiMaggio. Long time, man. Number one fan from Chicago and Brust. I'm good, family. I've been hearing you, Josh DiMaggio. You just every morning. Every morning.
I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate that you are in a much better mood than the last time I heard you on this program talking about Giannis. We're gonna talk.
Saying this.
Yeah.
I am a kid. That's how hurt I am. I'm not kidding, man.
That broke my little heart when I heard that. I heard my guy Levi down like that. So I'm glad that I could simply my presence could bring you up and bring you into a better mood, Levi. I hope you've been doing well. Levi. I'm thinking Levi.
Oh my gosh, Leroy, you got to disown Joshy after that. That's crazy, Leroy.
He knows.
I know. Josh DiMaggio, we go way back to years, man.
That's right.
Have
an unbelievable Friday, Leroy, not Levi, since I know your name. That's Leroy in Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo forever.
When Leroy used to call back in Scales and Brust days, that's how he would. I'd answer the phone and he'd just start
cackling.
Yes.
You didn't even say hello.
No,
he just was so happy you're going to be on the other side. Oh, that's me. My bad. Leroy's got the radio too loud. I got my sound on my computer coming through. Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio, Alex Strouf running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Car Brust Talking text line. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. Everything is on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Now, there's been a ton of conversation specifically about the first four games for the Green Bay Packers. That is mostly due in part because we know that Micah Parsons may miss the early portion of the game. Maybe he goes on PUP, maybe he doesn't. But you have at Vikings, at Jets, home against the Falcons on Thursday Night Football, and at the Buccaneers for the first four games. And then on October 11th is home against the Chicago Bears. And there's no telling if Micah will be back for that game or not. But then when I was on with Strouf yesterday and we had leaks and whatnot, like we didn't have the full schedule. I started thinking about it as I looked at the latter part of the year. When you go Bills, now the Dolphins are the Dolphins, but Bills, Dolphins, at Bears, Texans, Lions, for the last 5 games, that's a tough stretch. That's a really tough stretch where I was almost thinking to myself, like, I was kind of raving about how they have a great opportunity in these first 4 games because Micah won't be there. It's, an opportunity against teams that don't necessarily scare you. They're all quality, football teams in the NFL. Ish. Everyone can beat everyone. We know they lost the Browns early in the season last year with Joe Flacco. Brian Flores, good defensive coordinator or whatever, but I'd rather the scary thing be from the Vikings in week 1 be the defensive coordinator's good than holy cow, that offense is really good and you have a first-year defensive coordinator without Micah Parsons playing them. That's just not the case. But I almost feel like I wish it was spread out a little bit more. It's so back-loaded in terms of strength of schedule, in my opinion, based off the win-loss totals that you look at Potawatomi Sportsbook. The harder part of their schedule is on the back end. And health is a thing that everyone talks about, but if you want to win the division, a lot of times, if they don't start as well as people want them to start, that's going to be a very tough back end of the part of the schedule.
I view the schedule as the schedule makers doing a hell of a favor for the Green Bay Packers. I think those first 4 games and starting the season, even 2-2, is a big win without Micah Parsons. I think Yes, it's challenging at the end, but those are all home games. Towards the end of the season, they are the best situation you could ask for to play those tough games. And I also just think that's sort of the reality of how the NFL's going. They can't expand the playoffs right now without like a new agreed to CBA. So what they're going to do is they're going to make week 13 through 18, all of them feel like the playoffs. They're all going to matter more and more. I think I'd rather have the Packers at their fullest of presumable strength as
much as you can project.
Right, as we can project. Then without Micah Parsons, because I sure as heck don't want to play the Rams, the Bills, the Bears, or the Texans without... You don't have to raise your hand. We could just have a
I was just letting you know that when you're done, I have something to add because this is something that you have brought to my attention that I am forgetting, and now I have a light bulb moment.
I think I would rather face those teams with Micah Parsons than without, because I would have a lot less confidence in the Packers beating a team like the Buffalo Bills without Micah Parsons than with. I mean, it's still Josh Allen. He's probably going to break some tackles, do the whole thing, but that scares me. At Chicago, at the end of the season without Micah, that to me is terrifying. The fact that they get even Micah, who's probably going to be playing, 50% of the snaps when it comes to week 5, still a whole lot better than no Micah. And those 4 teams at the beginning, if you could start stacking wins, we know how important it is when teams go 0-2 to start the season. If that's 2 tough games and the Packers start the season 0-2, scary hours. You still have confidence, but you start writing a picture that's not so
correct.
fruitful.
We've seen them overcome the 3-6 start in Jordan's first year of starting and going on that unbelievable run. But again, I'd have to look back at the schedule and how it all laid out. We know that Thanksgiving was a big turn of the corner there. The one thing that I failed to remember is I now love Week 18.
Yeah,
Week 18 is now so favorable because we didn't know at the time that we were on yesterday for the Detroit Week 18. You knew it was Detroit. You didn't know where it was, in Detroit or in Lambeau Field.
Getting them out of that dome at the end of the season.
Cold Jared Goff. Are you kidding me?
Goof does not like the cold.
The goof monster with the Rams couldn't do it at 2021. I think it was they played the Rams before they played the Buccaneers. Regardless, we've also seen Micah Parsons, who presumably, as you had said, will hopefully be playing more than the snap count that he will when he gets started, chasing Jared Goff. Yeah. He was the great equalizer for Jared Goff last year. When you get Goff off his spot, they are not as good of a football
effectively
team.
Neutered him. The guy who, when things go his way in a dome, will just pick your defense apart with all the talent they have on the offense. Now putting him on the road and like at that point, I don't even know. There's a potential that seeding is out of the picture for one of these teams, and one of them just decides to go layup. That's also a potential there, and the game sort of becomes something we still talk about and watch, but we largely ignore the result because it doesn't matter. Like maybe the Packers have locked up at that position already, the NFC North. And they're like, we would have to have some things go our way to get higher seeding. So we're just going to rest our guys and be healthy for the playoffs because last year we couldn't enter the playoffs that way. I think this has played out in a way for the Packers that is sort of kind of surprising in a sense that on Irrelevant, I called it the WWE-ification of the NFL. Like, they did the Packers a huge favor and did not want Micah to be playing the Packers to be playing big time games without Micah. They just didn't want it.
There's no doubt about it. We did talk about that. It almost like they pandered to Micah.
Yes.
And
I mean, think about it though. It makes sense. It's an entertainment product. Micah's first week back is against the Chicago Bears.
Presumably.
With the way the schedule is, I'd almost bank on it. Because it seems like they got some word like, hey, do you think he'll be back? And they're like, yeah, most likely. And they said, well, what a hell of a time to do it.
Yeah.
Have that rematch as soon as possible.
And of course, it also adds like a human element target date for Micah. You know, he's going to have like, it almost helps as well. Be like, hey, these 4 games, we think with how we're put together, we're not going to win. We're not thinking we're going to go 4-0. We'd like to go 4-0. But we can't go 4-0. But
3-1's the goal. 4-0 is a huge
bonus.
Win. Right.
Bonus. But hey, without you, we still can do that. Without you,
yes,
you can just sort of target week 5. Mm-hmm. And even if you're ready week 4, we don't have to rush you back.
No need for it.
No need. Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio today in for Kyle Wallace, Alex Strouf running the show. I do think the opportunity that Jordan Love has is very interesting to start the season. Ryan Clark on Get Up had some words about the opportunity for Jordan Love. We'll play that on the other side. It's Kyle and Brust with Josh DiMaggio, Alex Strouf on the show.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust
I was raised by Mama Wallace, and Mama Wallace said this is absolutely unacceptable.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
The Crew take on the Dodgers Friday, May 22nd through Sunday the 24th. Join Boy Band Night on Friday the 22nd, presented by Wintrust. Grab a theme night ticket for a Brew Crew Boys t-shirt and stay for post-game fireworks presented by T-Mobile. Then on Saturday, the first 25,000 fans collect a patriotic Brewers hat. Close it out with Family Sunday fun as the first 5,000 kids 14 and under get a Brewers pennant on the 24th, courtesy of Joy. Grab your seats at brewers.com.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
Clutter piling up? Take a breath. Badgerland Junk is here to help. Based in Milwaukee, they make cleanouts simple, fast, and stress-free. From single item pickups to full estate cleanouts, their team does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Homeowners and property managers, this is your solution. Furniture, appliances, yard debris, even commercial cleanouts. They do it all with clear upfront pricing and no hidden fees. Serving Milwaukee and the entire metro area, visit BadgerlandJunk.com. Badgerland Junk, your trusted cleanout experts.
Best time of the year, it's patio season. Hey, it's Alex Strouf, and no better place to soak in patio season than Veer North on Milwaukee's east side. Veer North brings the energy with a spacious patio, elevated food, and craft cocktails perfect for summer nights. Headed to a game? Start here and hop on the shuttle straight to the ballpark. Same goes for Summerfest and all your favorite festivals, pregame, postgame, or stay for the whole night. Live music, great vibes, and a menu that goes way beyond the basics. Veer North is not your average sports bar. Veer North, Milwaukee's go-to for summer fun.
Why DIY your frozen pizza toppings when Screamin' Sicilian already went over the top for you? We're talking whole milk mozzarella, heaps of premium meats, a mountain of veggies. Screamin' Sicilian is frozen pizza stacked, no add-ons needed. Mamma mia! Screamin' Sicilian, so loaded with toppings, it's almost cheating. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section and taste what all the screamin' is about.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-235-3980. 262-235-3980 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
All across Wisconsin, destination marketing organizations are working to ensure that tourism in our state and your local community is stronger than ever. Their work to drive visitation and enhance the visitor experience not only encourages travelers to discover our great state, it bolsters the economy, supports jobs, and it improves the quality of life for all Wisconsin residents. To learn more about what these great organizations are doing, visit destinationswisconsin.com.
BizTimes Media's Biz Expo is May 21st at Brookfield Conference Center. Attend the strategy seminars and research the area's leading product and service providers. Learn, network, and connect at BizExpo on May 21st. Register at biztimes.com/bizexpo.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio in for Kyle Wallace. Alex Strouf is running the show. Packers released their full schedule last night. Some AI-generated type video.
It was not AI-generated. They shared the behind-the-scenes of it. It looked like it.
So not AI slop.
Not AI
robot
slop.
chicken slop. You know robot chicken?
No, Ben, that's way too esoteric for men.
And that word was way too
esoteric for us.
Yes. Josh DiMaggio, the big brainiac, showing off from 2 to 5 here.
It's funny because I thought of that word and I said I should dial that back, and then
you were like, I had to make Ben feel stupid. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talking text line. What?
How do you spell that? Oh, I found it. Esoteric refers to specialized knowledge, concepts, or interests intended for or understood by only a small specialized group of people, just like the word esoteric.
Nailed it.
He just read a definition.
Yeah, and the definition fits exactly what I was describing.
I had no...
Josh crushed that. I'll give him that.
I had no objection to you saying it, and because when you say stuff, I imagine you're using it in the right context. But when I say things that I don't know the word to, there's a 90% chance I missed.
Yes, I understand that. However, it is good for both of us to learn. Mm-hmm. When he says something we don't understand, it's good for us to try to understand what he's saying.
You're an esoteric type of producer.
I don't think that makes sense.
Not so much, but strictly by definition, I guess you could make it apply.
He's specialized.
I don't know if it's
I do have specialized knowledge.
Yeah. Not very useful, but it's specialized. It's more,
Well, it's useful for me producing the show, given the sentence.
Is Ryan Clark ready to go?
Yeah.
There we go. Ryan Clark on Get Up had some interesting things to say about the Green Bay Packers, specifically Jordan Love.
The word for the Green Bay Packers, in my opinion, is rush. And it's rush on defense, right? Once Micah Parsons went down last year, they couldn't create a rush. I believe it's why Rashawn Gary is now in Dallas. Offensively, the same thing. Look at what Josh Jacobs was 2 years ago as compared to last year. He was one of the best running backs in the league. And if you get the run game going, now Jordan Love can be the player we've been expecting him to ascend to be for the last 3 years. And the other thing, the last piece is don't rush Micah Parsons back. You have this easy start to the season, or teams that are lesser, at least as far as we project them to be this year, allow Micah Parsons to be as healthy as he possibly could be for the stretch of the season, and that's going to be on Jonathan Gannon, the new DC, to make sure this defense can perform.
When you say
that, Ryan Clark on Get Up this morning on ESPN. So, Josh, a couple things I take from this. The most important thing I want to focus on is when he talks about Josh Jacobs in the run game, because that is something you and I talked about extensively on the Weekly Wager on 94.5 ESPN. Matt LaFleur got too slap happy with the run game. And
overcommitted.
Like, way overcommitted.
Overcommitted to the point that we talked about being a detriment to Jordan Love in the pass offense.
And then he took the reins back a little bit and let Jordan Love sling the pill.
Cook.
And he did. And he was most consistent he was over the last 3 years. Now, when you hear that, I want to take that aside. I think it's less about the running game and more about, like, just Jordan Love. Like, you're in year 4. Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love have been together. They're the most consistent, stable thing that they've had from a roster standpoint over the last 4 years. And so I'm looking to Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur to be like, look, I know Minnesota has Brian Flores. The Jets are retooling their defense with young pieces. The Falcons and the Buccaneers don't exactly scare me defensively. They have some pieces. I think the Atlanta can turn you over, but Jordan Love doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. So when I look at the opportunity that the offense has, while Jonathan Gannon is implementing a new system and scheme or whatever, that whole conversation, he's going to make his players fit within whatever they're doing to be successful. This is time for Jordan Love to carry the Green Bay Packers to that 3-1.
I agree with that sentiment. The sentiment I'd send to Ryan Clark is the ascension already happened. You just weren't paying attention.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's largely in part because of the way the Packers ended the season and the performance into the playoffs. It wasn't the best version we had seen of the Packers, but until Micah got hurt in that game against the Denver Broncos, that was Jordan Love's swan song of, hey, this guy needs to be in consideration for the MVP. The MVP didn't end up going their way. You need the team wins. You need to finish usually 1 or 2 in your conference to get to that point. But Jordan Love, by all of the fancy stats I look at and I pay attention to, and they do amongst
Joshy Nerd,
they do amongst other, in the NFL, the stuff that matters to them. I think everybody else noticed it, and I understand
Ryan.
Ryan
Your
Clark,
defense about the statistics. Who were the top 2 favorites to win the MVP?
The top,
Matthew Stafford and Drake May.
Yes,
who were also right next to Jordan Love in EPA, which is one of your favorites.
Correct. Yes, and value added, all those important stats. And I think it was a little different, and I think it's going to continue to be different because Matthew Stafford gets around the goal line, he throws the ball to Devonta Adams. They're just going to keep doing that because it works. Aaron Rodgers did the same exact thing when Devonta Adams was a Packer because it's reliable, it's consistent, but it does pump up your touchdown numbers.
You know who had 14 straight games with a touchdown? Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Right.
So in the same way that they're pumping up stats at the goal line for other quarterbacks,
right,
the Packers were feeding Josh Jacobs.
Right, and that's sort of when it becomes these national conversations, I don't blame Ryan Clark for not being as locked in on Jordan Love on a week-to-week basis as we are because he's watching the whole NFL. But when you look at those numbers and you talk about ascensions and guys making a name for themselves and becoming part of the MVP conversations, it's always the teams who are making deep playoff runs with quarterbacks that are overperforming. I think what we're going to see this season, especially with an aging Josh Jacobs and a run game where I think they still feel confident in, but the moves they made in the passing game with getting rid of trimming some of the fat, addition by subtraction, and going to guys that they trust in Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, and then Tucker Kraft eventually, that's going to superpower the offense to me. And Jordan Love is going to be probably the largest beneficiary. And I don't think he's going to even play that much better or that much different. It's just going to be recognizable because the offense is going to run through Jordan Love instead of Jordan Love being a complement to the entire offense as it stands.
Yeah, as well as what we just mentioned about the first 4 games. As I look at the schedule, it's not like I'm looking at edge rushers galore.
No.
If Houston was week 1,
it's terrifying.
It'd be terrifying for this offensive line that has never played together.
Right.
They have been on the Packers, but they have never all played on the same unit.
Right.
And you can pick apart how good each person is, but you'd find out really quickly how ready Jordan Morgan is at left tackle if you're going up against the Houston Texans defense.
Right.
You will have a better chance for him to make mistakes, but not make major mistakes where Jordan Love might get drilled.
Right.
Because Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson are coming off the edge, and and then you're like, holy crap,
duck.
The first round tackle that we took 3 years ago that wasn't impressive when he had played different positions isn't even good at the left tackle position that he's supposed to be playing.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest missing piece to me of the final national ascension of Jordan Love is if the offensive line does their part, and I don't need them to be a top 3-5 unit, be in the top half, be good. Don't be a detriment. Don't allow free rushers. Don't look completely like a mess. I think that would be the one piece if we were to be disappointed in the results for Jordan Love this year, it'd be largely in part because of the offensive line. I have confidence in what Goody's amassed in the first-round pick in Zach Tom if he's healthy coming back. But I can't say I have the utmost confidence. There's still a little question mark there.
I was going to say, I don't know how anyone can say you have a ton of confidence or even be confident. I can't be confident.
I have a belief there. Let's frame it that way. I have a belief that Jordan Morgan is going to be better than Rasheed Walker and an upgrade at the position.
But do you also, so I hate to go offensive line here, but we will. Do you also have a belief that Aaron Banks is going to be worth moving money into the future and having him next year?
Do I think
Sean Ryan after 8 games of center last year and then a second-year rookie guard and coming off a patella tendon injury and Zach Tom? Like, there's just so many question marks.
A lot of question
How
marks.
do you have belief when there's reasons to just be like, I'm not going to believe till I see it?
I don't know what to think. Here's one part. I don't think Aaron Banks is ever going to play well enough that we think he was worth the $55 million he got in 2 years or whatever that number is. I do think Sean Ryan's best position is center, and I do think he's going to be an upgrade from what we've seen the past few years. And Anthony Belton, to me, is a guy with a ton of space to progress and get a lot better. He was an early pick, and then he was sort of thrust into action. They used him at multiple points, and it seemed like guard was the point he landed. He's got stuff to work on. He's a young player. The big question mark to me are the 2 tackles. I think the interior is going to be fine. I think we're not going to spend much time there. If Zach Tom isn't healthy, then I start to get
Really worried.
Really worried. Because now we're talking Darian Kennard. We're talking Travis Glover. We're talking...
Okay, enough.
Maybe swinging Belton out.
Maybe Jacob Monk.
Yeah. That's where I get scared. But I do have belief that the first-round left tackle is actually going to be a revelation. And we're all going to go, why wasn't he playing last year? What's
We're
up
going to
with that?
see if ball knower Josh DiMaggio is right about Jordan Morgan. But what I had fun doing with Josh DiMaggio on Wednesdays during football season at the Weekly Wager was hitting up one of, or two, or three, or four of the 2,600 slot machines at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. They have recently added Wheel of Fortune and many others. If you go on their social media, they're adding unbelievable slot machines all the time. They have bingo, table games. The sports book is amazing with kiosks everywhere if you want to get your bets. And speaking of kiosks and 2,000 square foot video walls for things to watch in the fall, why not overreact? Why not dive deep into win totals, passing yard over-unders? All of that is available right now at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. So let's get a little ahead of ourselves here and do a little Green Bay props and early preview coming up next.
Love it.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Emperor Penguin. You'd be like, yes.
It looks like every other penguin.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Golf with the greats this June 5th and 6th at the Lombardi Golf Classic. This is your chance to golf alongside sports stars like Jared Aberderis, Brandon Jennings, Jonathan Lucroy, and Derek Watt, while supporting cancer research and treatment through the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. Each foursome golfs a Friday practice round and enjoys the golf gala that evening, then competes in the 18-hole tournament on Saturday with a celebrity partner. Learn more and sign up at lombardifoundation.org. That's lombardifoundation.org.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
At Associated Bank, we know it's not always fun thinking about saving. You know what is fun? Not thinking about it. That's why we call it automated savings. You save automatically. How much you want, how often you want, for whatever you want. And if you don't know how much to save, well, that's why we're here. We'll suggest an amount so you hit your target without ever thinking about it. See, saving can be fun, especially when it's automatic. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/yougotthis. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Mike and Michelle Grau from Professional Construction Inc., also known as PCI.
You may know Milwaukee's pitcher, The Miz.
Yeah! And just like that player's nickname, PCI is short for Professional Construction Inc.
One name, one team, one trusted local construction company.
Whether you call us PCI or Professional Construction Inc., we're here to build or remodel your dream home.
PCI, for all your construction needs. Visit us at professionalconstructioninc.com.
stop buying barbecue rubs that all taste the same.
Most are loaded with sugar, fillers, and shortcuts.
Burn Pit BBQ is not.
We're a veteran-owned company right here in Wisconsin, built on doing things the right way, no shortcuts, no nonsense.
Just premium seasonings that deliver real flavor every time you fire up the grill.
Whether it's a quick dinner or feeding the whole crew, Burn Pit BBQ gives you confidence to get it right.
Burn Pit BBQ, grill with confidence.
Find us at burnpitbbq.com and now at select Walmart locations.
That's burnpitbbq.com.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
No Kyle Wallace. You got Ben Brust and Josh DiMaggio here with you. Alex Strouf running the show. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. List is more. Of course, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. Everything's on the ESPN Wisconsin app. As the schedule has been released, why not get ahead of ourselves? Why not take a look at what Potawatomi Casino Hotel has to offer, what they're projecting in terms of win total? Jordan Love's, you know what? Why am I saying it? Alex Strouf is here to do that for us. Let's hit it.
Goes to the end zone. It is a one-handed grab by Matthew Gold.
Intercepted, taken away by Xavier McKinney.
This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
All right, let's dive into the Green Bay Props and Preview. We're going to start with a few things, then we'll get to Packer-specific stuff. But NFC North winner, Detroit plus 160, Green Bay plus 215, Chicago plus 320. Find it interesting that the winner from a year ago is in third place.
Well, I was wondering if there's been significant change, and there really hasn't been much, other than when Kyler Murray signed with Minnesota. It brought Minnesota from like plus 750 to, I think, what are they, 625-ish? You have that?
Plus 550.
Yeah, so they jumped a little bit because he's going to make them a little more competitive. Yeah, look, I'm probably, based off the way the schedule lays out for the Lions, I think they have the best chance to win the most games.
Yeah.
I don't think there's bad value in the Green Bay Packers if you think that they can start hot without Micah Parsons and then play to their potential.
I'm as suspicious of the Lions as I am of the Chicago Bears, but in different ways. I think the Chicago Bears can be a better team, but less wins just because the one-score games and the miraculous comebacks.
But you know this about the Lions, Joshy. They have of all the teams they play, they have the lowest number of over-under win totals. And what do the Lions do against teams that they're better than?
Smoke them.
They smoke the bad teams.
Yeah, I'm suspicious of some of the new hires they have there because they just immediately fired their offensive coordinator, and they're going to I think Ben Johnson is that good that recreating him you just really can't do.
No, Dan Campbell tried to do it himself.
Right.
He took over play calling in the middle of the season and still fired the offense.
And I do think Jared Goff is primed to be one of those guys who one day it's there and the next it's gone. Like, he just doesn't seem that physically gifted to where
everything does have to go right for him to be successful. But that being said, when he has time, I mean, he puts up some unbelievable completion percentage numbers.
Yes. If they suffer a Penei Sewell injury or that offensive line, the retooling of it doesn't work out.
I was going to say, they have had to retool.
They're in big trouble. I like the Packers. I like the value here. I almost think, like, looking around, and I know Homer's put voice to this, the Packers need to win a division.
Yeah, win the damn division.
It's been
division.
so damn long, and it would be such a mark for the Packers to finally hit that I feel like there's nobody more concerned about the division than the Green Bay Packers this offseason.
Yes, the Lions.
Great point,
The
Josh.
Lions have done it. The Bears have done it. Mm-hmm. The Green Bay Packers need to do it for Love and LaFleur. They didn't do it in 22 when that mid-roster finished
Every other
8-9.
team has done it sooner than the Packers in the division.
when you say sooner,
like they've more recently won a division.
Oh God, I didn't know if it meant like when a new coach came in over that period or quarterback.
More
but
recently,
I get it.
Yes,
I get it. Yeah, again, I'd probably take the Lions just from the strength of schedule standpoint and how they beat up on bad teams.
I do like that you're not just using last year's win total because that drives me nuts. When people just look at
the strength of schedule.
Strength of schedule, but
no,
what teams.
I went off of who they played based off the win totals projected for this coming year.
That's the right way to do it.
That's the right way to do it. I agree.
Thanks, guys.
Packers 17th in that measurable.
I saw so many people tweeting out the graphic of last year's win totals, and it's like
a year-over-year.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah. Correct. I'm with you on that. Let's talk about QB1. Jordan Love finished with 23 passing touchdowns in the regular season last year, but obviously missed a few games due to injury. His line this year, 24.5 passing touchdowns.
Can we double dip here and just get yards and touchdowns?
Well, yards is such a big number, but I'll give it to you anyway. It's 3,525.
What did he have last year?
He had 3,300, but again, missed some time.
3381.
Yes.
I like the over in both. I think this is, we just talked about it last segment. I think this is your offense, Jordan Love year, and I think barring setbacks due to injury, he's missed a game or two every single season.
Before you jump in here, let's have this discussion before just being like over. The conversation has shifted not to injury prone,
right?
That Kyle Wallace has said,
yeah.
And as Chewy asked Adam Schefter on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, but to the way too much conversation about who the backup is going to be this offseason because of what Malik Willis has done when Jordan's been out. He started 15 games the last 2 years, and he's finished 33-89, 33-81. So that's pretty spot on from a yards perspective the last 2 years based off how many games he's played. So if you think he goes the full way, it's an easy over.
Right.
My trepidation here is...
Trepidation.
Dation.
Road to trepidation
is the offensive line.
Yeah.
And him getting a little banged up because he was under duress late in that year. Yeah. Zach Tom was not fully healthy. We again, I don't count the Bears playoff game because they were down 21-3. They had a horrible pass rush. They just sent everyone at the Packers. But over the season, can they keep Jordan Love healthy?
Yeah. I'm betting on that. I'm betting on the Jordan Love emergence, the Jordan Love in the conversation for MVP, and being the guy everyone's talking about as, do we have a new entry into the elite quarterback conversation when we talk about quarterbacks across the NFL? I think also just dialing back Josh Jacobs to a degree is going to be felt.
I like if I had to choose
because I'd rather have Josh Jacobs week 14 through the Super Bowl. That I don't care what he does week 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't care about touchdowns.
I don't need him to have 20 carries and 3 touchdowns.
Of these two, I would probably choose touchdown passes over yards.
I like that you're ranking because that's going to be our next exercise. Hope you have a pen and paper available.
So we got music and then double music.
I don't have a pen nor a paper.
Here's a pen and use the back of this paper.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to give you 4 season-long bets, and I want you to power rank them from the one you like the most to the one you like the least.
Okay.
We're starting with Coach of the Year, Matt LaFleur. He is plus 2,800. Mike McCarthy has better odds than him, by the way.
Yep.
Defensive Player of the Year, second place is Micah Parsons at plus 800. MVP for Jordan Love, plus 1,500. And Comeback Player of the Year for Tucker Kraft, plus 2,500. Which one of those do you like the most? Which one of those do you like the least?
What was the Comeback Player of the Year?
Tucker Kraft at plus 2,500.
Yeah, I'm going to put fourth Comeback Player of the Year just because I think he played enough last season. The Comeback Player of the Year has weird narratives around it. It's hard to predict.
Yeah, Micah Parsons is actually only plus 1,200 in that category behind Kyler Murray and Patrick Mahomes.
I do think Tucker Kraft's going to be great, and he's also going to cement himself as, like, the guy.
I don't think people are going to be like, oh, he made a big comeback because he was...
Yeah, but he missed half the season.
He did.
I don't know if
it's a torn ACL.
But also tight end doesn't get the narrative.
Yeah. Micah Parsons is a torn ACL. He's third best odds.
Isn't this award is handmade for Kyler Murray
or Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah,
but if you're MVP, like I don't know, we're gonna the narrative. The narrative is yet to be
four is Comeback Player of the Year.
There's some quarterback on the couch that we're not talking about that somehow comes back and wins some games.
Tua.
Now, I got to give Joshy some credit here.
Jeez, how many times are you going to kiss his ass this segment? That's the third good point, Josh. I like that, Josh. I'm going to give Josh some credit.
He's a smart guy. Well, I'm actually going to take a shot at him here. So here he goes interrupting me.
I'm just saying that's 3 times Joshy.
That's the 16th time you've interrupted somebody this segment, but who's keeping track?
No, it's just annoying.
Josh didn't take his opportunity to rank Matt LaFleur 4th.
Believe it or not,
he's the
Josh
biggest
and I
Matt
look
LaFleur
at,
hater.
I know, but Josh and I look at odds. Like I have Matt LaFleur second in this power ranking, plus 2,800. If the Packers win the division and get a 1 seed, for something they haven't done since he's been with Love, like there's a story to be written. So if there's a story that I can write that is possible, I'm gonna rank the odds based off what I like the most. I think it'd be so. I've come back 4th as well. 3rd, I have Depot. Missing that many games is tough.
Yeah. And at the end of the season, the sack total matters.
We saw it with Myles Garrett, despite, how much better of an impact I think Micah had to the team.
Right. It's not dead on arrival. There's certainly a scenario where even after missing 4 games, Micah has that big of a season.
Great point, Josh.
That he leads the league in sacks when it's all said and done. But the likelihood is not in his favor to guys who will play the whole season. So I've got Depoy 3 here just because I think Micah will play like a Depoy, but I don't think he'll get the award just because of
So do we have
stats.
the same? Do we have comeback 4, Depoy 3, Coach of the Year 2, MVP 1?
Yeah. Yeah, and
I like Josh's list
better.
better.
I was going to say somehow mine's not good.
I like Josh's list better.
I think if we wanted
point,
to have debate on Depoy and Coach of the Year at 2 and 3, the problem with Coach of the Year is it most often goes to
somebody who sucked really bad.
They think your team's going to suck.
Who's Coach of the Year? Was it Vrabel?
It must have been.
Ooh.
It was.
Yeah. It's usually, Dan Campbell.
Fall from grace.
Dan Campbell.
What fall? Living his best life.
Dan Campbell won it for the Lions, even though they weren't that good the year he won it. Like it's a big narrative thing. I'm trying to do a serious segment here, and you guys are being jokesters.
I just said Nazir. Good point, Ben.
Great, doing radio for Ben.
Yep, just for me. Strouf has never claimed to care about the fans. We know that.
Yeah, that's. But MVP is my favorite. I like the odds. I think Jordan Love. Wouldn't it? You can write the narrative of how excited the media would be to give Jordan Love the MVP. It's the 3rd quarterback in a row to win an MVP as they're making their way on a 1 or 2 seed into the playoffs. Like, the media wants to write that.
I just look at Strouf. He's just nodding his head.
Loving it.
Yeah. He's loving every second of it.
I can't wait to place my wager on Love to win the MVP.
Well, now I'd probably stay away. This is so good on the Carlos Talking text line, Joshy. Be real on injuries. Get a medical person on the show. Things get fricked up with injuries. Steroids and painkillers get you on the field. Then you have to last.
What?
Why do we need a medical person on the show? The season hasn't even started. We don't know what injuries there are other than Micah. It's Tim.
Tim in Oregon.
Tim.
I don't have anything to say. I was going to say put down the brewskis, but pick them up. It's Friday.
I don't think Tim's doing that, but if he wants to, he can. Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio.
How do you know what Tim's doing?
Alex Strouf, the yes man for Josh DiMaggio, running the show.
Also, just everyone's on steroids. I'm certain there are people in the NFL on steroids. Have you seen some of those guys? Yes.
I mean, I don't know how much they are looking at the policies of PEDs and everything. As long as the performance is good,
enough guys get popped that there's some testing.
There's some.
Do I think?
But are they going to test are they going to test Myles Garrett?
Accuse somebody. Come on, Joshy.
Well, I mean, the funniest one, if I remember correctly, is Laron Landry showed up with absolute boulders on his shoulders, and then in training camp ended up being banned for PEDs for like the 2nd time.
Again, if Myles Garrett was on it, the NFL would be like, it's okay.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think they are doing.
Good point, Ben.
I don't think they're doing everything they can in their power to make sure there aren't steroids in the NFL, if I were to say that.
If you break a league record, though, you're getting tested, right?
No.
You don't think so?
Nah.
All right, fine. Then I'll give it to you, Ben. Good
They
point.
don't want that stain on them.
No.
It's
all PR.
Ben just wants me to say
it's all entertainment. What I do want to do next is play something for Josh he has never heard.
Oh, boy.
And it's about Alex Strouf. Coming up next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
Payback is a I sure have. I still got a video from a lady talking crazy to me. I said, oh, ma'am, I am writing a review.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 19th.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in May 19th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
Ready to upgrade your drive?
Let's go!
At the Kunis Auto Group, we're all about getting you behind the wheel of something you love. Fast, easy, and stress-free. New rides? Shop over 16 brands, including domestic, imports, and luxury. Pre-owned deals? Choose from over 3,000 group-wide, with payments for every budget. Plus, you're covered by our lifetime no-fear powertrain warranty, included with all new and qualified pre-owned purchases. Challenge credit? Our judgment-free Fresh Start program will get you approved for the loan you need, from your first car to your dream car. We make the whole process simple, transparent, and even fun. And when you shop Kunis, you're supporting something bigger, a commitment to supporting local charities and organizations that make our communities great places to live, work, and play. Start your search today at shopkunis.com. That's shopkunis.com.
You've always been competitive at work, in the gym, even with your kids. But lately you feel off. Workouts take longer to recover from. Your drive just isn't there. You know, it might not be your age. It could be low testosterone. At Mentality, we'll get to the bottom of what's really going on and build a personalized plan using testosterone replacement and peptide therapies to help restore your energy, focus, and drive. Get back the energy to being dad again. Book your appointment with Mentality at lowtusa.com. Again, that's lowtusa.com.
On Thursday, May 28th, join Sharp for the 10th annual Unwrapped MKE from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3rd Street Market Hall. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based education programs serving thousands of urban elementary students in schools throughout Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel here for Events by Design. You want people to actually show up for your community event, charity gala, or nonprofit fundraiser while making a memorable impression on them. Events by Design turns those moments into meaningful experiences that engage your audience and bring your mission to life. They manage everything: designing, planning, production. No stress, no loose ends. Just an experience your guests remember, exponentially benefiting your cause. Get started today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Heading to Milwaukee's east side, make Veer North your first stop. Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Alex Strouf. Here to tell you at Veer North you can catch the big game, hop on a shuttle to the stadium, or hang out for live music all summer long. Elevated food, craft drinks, and a packed event lineup. Veer North knows how to keep the energy going as the weather starts to warm up. Close to Fiserv Forum, Summerfest at UWM. It's the perfect place to pregame, postgame, or just stay for the whole thing. Veer North, right where Milwaukee comes together.
2026 Brewers Group tickets are on sale now, and planning your next event at American Family Field has never been easier. Whether it's a company outing, family reunion, or night out with friends, bring your group of 15 or more to the ballpark and enjoy up to 25% off single game tickets with no service fees. All Brewers home games are available now. Start planning today, and a Brewers Group ticket rep will handle the rest. But hurry, tickets are moving fast. Plan your 2026 outing at brewers.com/groups.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, no Kyle Wallace. Alex Strouf running the show. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful one out there. 800-990-3776 is the Cardless Talking text line.
Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome. I'm jealous.
Great point, Ben.
Take advantage of it. Put us on the ESPN Wisconsin app, YouTube on your phone, and get some sunshine.
Take a walk?
Can't do that either. Now, Alex Strouf, you were on the ESPN Wisconsin schedule release show with Gabe Neitzel, Jason Wilde, and I don't think Josh has heard this. But when I heard it, I just was like, I need Josh's reaction to this clip.
but they do sit or they don't stand as much. Like every Packers game I go to, I do not sit. I've never sat unless it's like halftime. I have had people say, hey, can you please sit down? And I will say, no, I am at a Packers game, all due respect. And that usually irritates them. But, like, it's a football game. Get loud.
Things that never happened for $1,000, Alex Trebek?
That didn't happen. There's just no way.
You're not the stand-up the full time and then turn around to somebody and be like, with all due respect.
So I have had several occurrences of this happen.
Several?
But you said you stand the whole time except for halftime.
Yes.
There is no shot.
Have you been to a Packers game?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me rephrase the question. Have you been to a Packers game not in the club section?
Yes.
And you stand the whole game?
No.
Wrong.
No.
No,
Wrong.
that's not the culture of Lambeau Field.
I went to 3 games last
football-
year. I stood the whole game, all 3 times.
NFL football has so much dead time.
Were you in the student section?
That doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, it does at Fiserv Forum. It sounds like you're creating an area at Lambeau.
The Eagles Monday night game, I had very good seats in an end zone where I was like in the 8th row.
Cool.
And yes, I will give myself.
Cool. Were people standing
the whole game?
Everyone around you standing the whole game?
Yes. And then I went to the Bears game on December 7th. Stood the whole game.
You're such a liar. We've caught you in so many lies.
I'm not lying.
I don't know if
Why would I lie about this?
I think he is selfish and inconsiderate enough to not sit at any moment and ruin the game for the people behind him. What I do doubt is the turning around.
That's the part that
I think you might hear someone say something and then just ignore it and play it off and keep standing.
I guess the most aggressive I ever was not at a Packers game. It was at Wisconsin.
Story's changing
already.
But it's
2 minutes in.
Same idea. I'm talking about the most aggressive. Those I usually do it very respectfully the first time. At Marquette, Wisconsin, this would have been in 22, I think, the game that went to overtime at Fiserv. I was in a Marquette season ticket section, and the guy behind me during overtime started pulling on the hood of my sweatshirt.
Well, yeah.
I was very rude.
If somebody physically touches you, then it does warrant.
But like if we know Strouf, he probably deserves to be physically touched.
I said, do not put your hands on me. I said that to an older
That's a fair
gentleman.
response.
Yeah, and what were you going to do about it if they squared
He was
up?
old.
We're going to put up your dukes?
I was ready to duke up, Joshy. I was ready to duke up.
Were you wearing a sleeveless shirt?
Can we put it on the
Showing
YouTube?
off the guns?
Can we put it on the YouTube poll? Did Alex Strouf actually turn around and confront someone who tell him to sit down?
I could call somebody to, what's the word? Verify the story.
I don't trust the veracity.
People I was with.
No, I'd rather just the audience who knows you better than your friends answer the question.
My friends were there.
Yeah, well,
I don't trust
we
them.
don't know that we
I don't
still
trust
haven't
them.
confirmed that
you
you
guys
have
probably
friends.
sit around at the campfire and tell us stories like you're about to fight someone, put them in a headlock, and show them who's boss. That's probably what you guys do.
Adam chimes in. Great point, Joshy.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate
Joshy getting
that.
all the love. Mike chimes in on the Carbless Talk and text line. Very wrong and not normal to stand the entire game unless it's a playoff game. Standing at Packers game is definitely situational. If the Packers are winning, everyone around you is standing. Get at it. If the Packers look like a dumpster fire, you're probably sitting.
Yeah, I guess if that's the case, sure. But none of the games I went to, they were a dumpster fire. They were in every game.
Just because you're at a Packers game doesn't mean you can stand all game. If the people in front of you are sitting, there is no reason for you to be standing. It doesn't make you more of a fan
But that
if you're
doesn't
asking
happen.
people to sit.
If you stand at Packers games, that's very normal, especially in the cold when it's cold.
I disagree. When you're in the
you
cold,
huddle up.
I've been to a cold
Body
game,
heat.
and you
Yeah,
sit.
that's why you stand
get
and
as
move.
close as you
Yeah.
can
But the
to create
cardboard-
as much body heat as possible.
You trap all the heat down there with you.
Nobody moves.
When you're wearing those big ass coats, that's why you're standing. You got the cardboard on the concrete, and you're standing and you're moving around a little
Cardboard
bit.
under your butt
This
and
stu-
under your
this-
feet.
Like you're just not matching Lambeau Field energy right now. Have you been to a Packers game?
I don't think you can accuse me of going to a Packers game. Rich.
I
understand. That's why I said it, Strouf.
Very sensitive.
If he's not gonna
Yes.
if he's not gonna admit to stretching the truth on that, I will say I plan to never attend a game with him because I can't be next to a guy who's standing the whole time.
You
I
wouldn't
can't.
be able to enjoy the game.
No,
You'd just be thinking about the guy standing next to you, which is Alex Strouf the whole time.
It's 2nd and 17, and there's 9 minutes left in the second quarter. What are we doing?
Are you the run? Strouf go run the ball, run the damn ball. Are you the run the ball guy?
No.
Flag.
No.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
He was open.
That's a hold.
He missed him.
That's probably the best one. Yeah.
Which one?
He was open. That's definitely me.
Shoot the puck.
Oh.
You're the shoot the puck guy for sure.
Or
shoot it.
Or basketball, anytime a high schooler goes up, that's a foul.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't even think we need to put it on the poll because the Carbos Talk and Text line has affirmed that his story is untruthful because our fans also go to Packers games. So
yes, and they stand the whole time.
Not according to everyone I'm hearing from.
The one you're picking and choosing.
I literally have 3 examples. Man, and I was sensitive. 800-990-3776.
If I cared about this, I'd ask for more input and callers, but I don't.
Yeah, we just know he's a lie. In 2 minutes here, Miles Turner and Brianna Stewart have a podcast. Wild combo,
for some
by
reason.
the way. They have deleted all posts from this. I did look back today. It's scrubbed.
Really?
They scrubbed it. I went to go look at the original post. I was like, how many views does this thing have now? And then I checked all the other platforms. Gone.
So I looked this morning, and their podcast, which they've launched recently, only had like 1,200 followers.
Correct. It had like 200 on Twitter. Did you go on Instagram?
No, I was on Twitter. Maybe
you read it wrong. It's like 258. They were trying to hard launch a viral clip that they had to delete.
Well, I think this was their second or third podcast. The first one just didn't get much ground.
Yeah, and Miles was like, I got to say something.
Their Twitter account has 264 followers.
And you can't even get to the post.
And they deleted the post.
We'll play that post for you next about Giannis Antetokounmpo and Doc Rivers.
Roll out the winning this May at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Have a barrel of fun with your share of $300,000. Just play with your rewards card for entries, and Thursday night you could hit a home run. Plus, your May drawing entries all count towards the Big League Series prize drawing in June. It's Tic Tac Home Run. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Heck yeah! It's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Strouf for Robert Hack Diamonds. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, 2 in Brookfield, 1 in Greenfield, where I went, to buy my fiance's dream engagement ring. You don't become Wisconsin's most trusted and respected name in diamonds on accident. Robert Hack Diamonds has been in Wisconsin for almost 80 years, serving the Milwaukee area and all of the state with top-notch customer service and all the help you need along the way. I had no idea what I was doing. I knew I got the girl right, but I wanted to get the diamond right too, and Robert Hack Diamonds made sure that happened. If you're looking to take that next step just like I did, there's only one place to go. That's Robert Hack Diamonds, 3 locations in the Milwaukee area. Tell them I sent you, and whether you like me have no idea what you're doing or have a really good idea of what you're doing, go to the best in Wisconsin. You want that day to be special, and you want that ring to be special. They created my fiance's dream engagement ring, and they can create yours too. Visit them online, roberthackdiamonds.com, or in Greenfield or Brookfield. And just like me, you'll leave that store saying, heck yeah, because of Robert Hack Diamonds.
Sports are changing. Faster, stronger, smarter. So should your beer. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp and refreshing, no extra baggage, built for people who go hard. Still drinking the same old light beer? You're stuck. Flight is changing the game. Level up. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin, are you keeping up? DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
Ben Brust, no Kyle Wallace. Josh DiMaggio in his place. Alex Strouf is running the show. We just talked about it, and we still have the footage. The footage still exists on our internal computer because Brianna Stewart and Miles Turner have a podcast. Game Recognized Game, is it?
I believe that's correct.
They have scrubbed the post that went viral about Doc Rivers and Giannis. We will play that for you because we still have it because the internet exists and lives on.
We get fined for all types of stuff now. You guys get fined a lot?
It depends on the coach. So
Doc Rivers, he didn't find anybody. Guys were late all the time. Guys were, showing up to film whenever they wanted to show up. Guys were missing meetings. Like, it was one of the craziest things I personally ever experienced. We literally, if the plane took off at 2 o'clock, we weren't leaving until 4:30. I'm being so serious, bro. It was crazy, dog. Guys were an hour late to the plane. It got to the point where I knew not to show up until like an hour after they said the plane was taking off. It was crazy.
So who's the teammate that's most likely to be late? Well, all of yours, obviously, because nobody gets fined.
Giannis is going to show up whenever he wants, really. I think that it's kind of just came with the territory at that. And once I kind of saw what was going down, I was like, hey, man, more power to you. They ain't going to find you. Do what you do.
Right.
That was Miles Turner on his booming podcast, Game Recognized Game.
It's so funny to get the viral clip and then eject on it. Say, actually, I'm not about that.
As
life.
we talked in the break, it was up there for 24 hours. Like, it's not gone now. There's articles. There's audio.
Some people just can't handle it like we can.
For sure.
Not everyone's made out for the viral life.
Also, if I'm Miles Turner, I don't care if Giannis is my teammate or not. I am not putting Giannis on blast.
Yeah,
wild choice.
I did find that interesting, and it did make me start to ponder past the actual implications of what he was saying and the ramifications of being late and all that. It was strange to me, and it made me think, like, do the Bucks just all know Giannis is getting traded and that's it? So he doesn't really care what he says because it's not his teammate?
I mean, there was probably a shift past. I heard Jen say this, and I like this. There was probably a shift post-trade deadline.
Yeah.
Even though, again, I didn't believe I'm not leaving, the Wolf of Wall Street stuff.
Strouf, do you have the clip of, was it before the season started when they were asked of who's the most late and every single person said no comment? If it's
he put a thumbs up, so
we should watch that.
We'll play it. This was from the Bucks.
Pass. Gotta keep that disclosed. I'm not throwing anybody on his bus. No snitching.
So if that's AJ Green and it's like a fun thing and they're making a point, someone probably
just quick
says
context, Joshy. So because they don't say it in the video, if you're driving in the car right now, the question was who is the last one on the team bus? That is the question.
I did see Michael Redd respond to new assistant coach of South Carolina, Sam Decker, because he quote tweeted the clip that's no longer there about like accountability matters or something.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Redd, who responded back, said, what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. The Bucks did a pretty good job of that on this social clip before the season.
Right.
Miles Turner on the podcast, not so much.
I guess my question is for you, because you played at a high level, obviously, making it to a Final Four.
It's different.
I know it's different than
College
the NBA.
Is way different.
I know, but for you
guys are scared of your coach.
Yes,
but you did
want to play.
You did have the National Player of the Year on your team, and I'd be curious: was he like treated differently by the coaching staff at all?
No, but again, it's just so
Was
different.
Sam a little bit?
No, but we were all like so close that like we all wanted to go in the bus and hang out and start playing cards or talk whatever. Or just
you're not worth $500 million with other things to think about.
Yeah, I want to play.
Right. It is different.
I couldn't get fined. I could get benched.
Your obligation was to play more basketball, and that was about it.
I guess my question is who is this more of an indictment on?
Doc
I think it's Giannis?
I think it's Giannis. I understand how Doc fits into this, but I do think any pushing to it being Doc's fault is truly not understanding the dynamics and trying to hold a favorable place for a guy you really like. Because
one thing
Giannis
runs
the
team. Doc Rivers had made it very clear at the end of the season, and he made it very clear when he took the job. I don't know why I wanted to take this job. And at the end of the season, he's talking about Grandparents' Day that he can't wait to go to next year. Like he himself was kind of checked out of this long tenured coaching career.
And I mean, just think of like the way they talk about Tom Brady being the hardest one coached by Bill Belichick. Like, you coach your leader the hardest because that's the guy who sets the example. And if the guy setting the example isn't receptive to it, then what?
There's nothing.
Then you have no authority, right? Yeah. It just doesn't work that way. And you could still play favorites, and certainly that happens across all sports where guys get more and more.
They also
benefits,
stunk.
right? And like, to me, he probably tried to say, "Hey, Giannis, can you be on time?" And Giannis said no, and then he said, "Well,
all right,
right,
good talk, bud.
We're a sinking ship already." So
what am I going to do about that? I just It's so antithetical to everything I know about Giannis and the hard working and the dedication and the always wanting. Remember the whole I want to play stuff? Do you want to play that bad when you're showing up 2.5 hours late to a
Again, this all was a PR battle between the Bucks and Giannis was saying things to try and continue to stay in the good graces of anybody who is a fan of his and trying to also make the Bucks the bad guy. But ultimately, they're both at fault.
Yes.
Like, Giannis doesn't want to be there. The Bucks don't want him. Bontemps and Windhorst wrote an article today that they just want a fresh, clear start.
Right.
And, like, everything that we've seen from the rumors of him going to the Knicks last year, to the trade deadline of them fielding offers, to the report now that the Bucks are already ready to field offers post-NBA lottery. Like, this is what it is now, and we're like, this isn't that surprising. Also, do we really believe that every road trip he was like that late? Like, there's an embellishment to Miles Turner here. There has to be.
I'm sure, but he also mentioned earlier in the clip, like, film sessions and, like, it's clear to me there was a pattern of being late. I'm not sure. I'm sure it wasn't every single time, but, like, 2.5 hours late for flight is wildly disrespectful. Like, it's... you can make a case for, like, yeah, it's pretty disrespectful. You were 45 minutes late. You held everyone up. 2.5 hours is blatant disrespect. There is nowhere you can be in this state that would take you 2.5 hours to get to the plane.
Like, there's nothing worse as a commercial traveler than sitting on a tarmac.
Right.
And you just want to get in the air and get to your next spot. Imagine sitting on the plane for 2.5 hours before flying 3 hours.
For Giannis, who may or may not be playing.
Likely not at that point, because he's probably like, whatever.
Right. It's so strange. It's such a misstep, I think, for him, because now a lot of those guys who are the younger players, like, they're forever tainted on their opinion of Giannis. Like, clearly Miles Turner had an axe to grind here. Clearly this was an issue, and I don't think he's alone with it. I'm sure the guys on that team were talking about it. Like, can you believe this guy? Like, I've never seen anything like this. And when you talk about the prima donna behavior and all that stuff we thought Giannis was capable of avoiding, he just sort of fit right in with all the things we say about all the other star athletes.
Yeah, as I read on the Carb List talk and text line 800-990-3776, Stevie chimes in, well, did he start showing up late to throw a fit because they wouldn't play him? Again, everything's on the table.
Right.
Like, he may not have also wanted to be there anymore.
Right.
And then they weren't playing him.
I think this predates the situation at the end of the season.
Sources?
No.
Close to the program?
The sources of the Milwaukee Bucks players who, before the season,
said no comment?
Yeah. Who all ran from that scared.
Like, if it was, let's choose a player like
Ryan Rollins.
Like, yeah, like, oh man, the guy, his alarm clock. You have to tell him to set 5 of them because he just keeps missing stuff.
Right, and you can also be the late guy who's still mostly on time. He shows up 2 minutes late to film session. He gets fined $2,000.
I can say. We all had teammates where it was like,
right.
Hey, I'm gonna be in my seat early. He's like, I'm good. What are they gonna do?
Right,
but 2.5 hours. That's a whole damn plane ride.
We know what city Giannis lives in. You have to be leaving your house 2 hours after liftoff time to be 2.5 hours late.
Wow. I didn't even consider that portion of it. Milwaukee getting to Mitchell from where he is at worst is 40. At worst is 40 minutes.
And that's, you have an accident that caused, like, stop and go traffic. That's not
correct.
That's
the highway could be closed and you can get there in an hour.
Right.
2.5. And now we got I love this, and this is why we do love the Milwaukee Brewers. Do you know what Pat Murphy would do if someone was 2.5 hours late?
Yeah.
Belt to ass.
Even Matt LaFleur.
I don't know if Matty Mouse has it in him.
Aaron could have gotten away with 2.5 hours.
Oh, my gosh. But what's Matt LaFleur saying to Aaron?
All right, I'll give you that.
Hey, Micah Parsons, you're 2.5 hours late. We're going to take off without you. No,
get there on your own, Micah.
They're definitely not doing
Micah
that.
wouldn't do that. He's much more likable right now.
We're not. We're playing the hypothetical game of star power here.
Micah, it is during the end when he's laying on training tables.
Correct.
Yeah.
But he was there.
He was there.
The only player that could have potentially have been late was in training table when Christian Watson had 3 injuries leaving a game at one point.
Yes.
They treat chest, back, and head.
Yeah. I've never heard an injury report like that before.
What is that?
The Christian Watson one, where it was 3 things.
3 things in the middle of the game. Leaving for 3 things in the middle of the game is wild.
That's just funny.
No. It's so funny. It's not, this isn't me being like, oh, he's injury prone. It's objectively hilarious that he had 3 things.
It's hard to hurt that many things at once.
Back, chest, and head. Damn. Is he okay?
Right. Is he all in one piece?
Oh, man. Well, someone who's the most reliable and would never be late to an appointment and have communication if there was traffic is Gina Della from Pella and the entire team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, because they are the best. They prioritize you, the customer, over everything, and they've done that for me with 0% financing options available. It's energy-efficient windows. It is home value upgradation. Yes?
My mother upgradation. Well, my mother might not be a big fan of Ben Brust anymore. She is a big fan of Pella Windows and Doors and Joe Franco.
Joe?
Who's supplying them with a new front door.
Joe was just at my house for a back door. Look
He's
at
the
me
best.
and Mrs. DiMaggio.
Yeah.
We're back. We're so back. Send her the clip. Cut the clip, Strophy. I got to send it to Mrs. DiMaggio.
Joe Franco might be the meeting together point that brings you back.
You know what? I'll talk to Joe to knock off some price off Mrs. DiMaggio's front door. How about that? Then can we? Does money talk for Mrs. DiMaggio?
Money talks.
Oh, Joe Franco, you're getting a call as soon as this show is over. Pella Windows and Doors is amazing. And if you mention you heard it from Ben Brust, maybe Joe Franco will throw something on top as well, and Gina as well. Upgrade your home. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do it in pieces. 0% financing options. It's PellaWI.com. PellaWI.com. Even though we don't have Kyle, he said some outlandish things this week. We will play Guess Who coming up next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Man, Kyle, do you ever know what you're talking about?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting off with delays. Southbound 41 coming in from about Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound from Mayfair Road all the way past Silver Spring. Westbound 94, a hefty ride from 35th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's backed up from 70th Street all the way to 35th Street. Traffic is brought to you by Badgerland Junk. Clear the clutter fast with simple, stress-free cleanouts. From single items to full properties. Upfront pricing and no hidden fees. Visit BadgerlandJunk.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Thunderstorms likely later on with a low of 60. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm. Slight chance for storms along the Illinois state line. A high of 82. Weather is brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. IndyCar is a must-see race and is coming up June 18th through the 21st. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
May is here, which means your house is officially done hiding under snow, and now you can see everything it needs. Good news, Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help. Upgrade to energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath remodel, and get $3,000 off your project. Think of it as spring cleaning, but way more impressive. That's $3,000 in instant savings during our May savings event, but it won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Your next great round begins at Sweetgrass and Sage Run at the Island Resort and Casino. Book early in the week for best availability. Beginning in July, Stay and Play guests can preview the brand new 9-hole Cedar course, inspired by the golden age of golf. At the island, your golf trip becomes a full resort experience with relaxing spa treatments and exceptional dining to thrilling casino action. Plan your golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio in for Kyle Wallace. Alex Strouf is running the show. You can always get us at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. Of course, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Around this time every Friday with Kyle Wallace, we usually play this game, but he said some outlandish stuff that is worth you hearing. Plus, I don't know what else Strouf put together for Guess Who.
Out of context and completely out of control.
She knew he was cheating.
One voice, endless confusion.
It's just you don't mind just being okay. Look at you.
Who is Kyle talking about this time?
At a certain point, you're going to have to take that disrespect and say, bleep everybody.
It's Guess Who on Kyle and Brust.
Oh, boy, another week. Kyle Wallace. Only a half week, but he's still Kyle.
Usually enough.
That's plenty. It was plenty this week. As he gets ready for his bachelor party. Let's start with this one.
You liked every man your dad mama brought around?
Other than one, yeah.
Okay, well, there it is. This is the one.
Who is the one?
Play that again?
You liked every man your dad mama brought around?
Other than one, yeah.
Okay, well, there it is. This is the one.
I mean, her current boyfriend or husband?
No.
Is that the answer you're looking for?
That's kind of where my head went, but I know that's not the answer.
No, I like him a lot. He's wonderful. This is an analogy. He's using an analogy.
This is Kyle Wallace if he was dating your mom. I did bring that up. I had a hypothetical world where
not to spoil, but we will get to that.
If I'm the new people and I'm coming in here,
people.
Well, no, that's what Jimmy Haslam and these folks are. They're new people, and they came in here and they said, "Well, we want to love you too, Giannis." And Giannis is like, "This is like the stepdad."
He refers to Jimmy Haslam as the Bucks' stepdad. What I was looking for.
I don't know if it makes a ton of sense.
That's what I said, but Ben loved it. Ben ate it.
I love the creativity. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense, especially pulled out of the conversation.
And then he went on a long tangent about stepdads and stepmoms, and Ben just kept going, this is an amazing analogy.
Yeah,
and I said, the analogy makes no sense.
I basically understand it from the standpoint of, if you look at the old regime, the Edens, Lasry era, those were his parents in a way. The professional parents.
Yeah.
And as those professional parents went away, the new parents came in, the stepdad, the Haslam group, the new president, and, you know, sometimes you just don't get along with your new stepdad.
So is Kyle Wallace...
And you would know all about that.
Is Kyle Wallace the stepdad of ESPN Wisconsin afternoons because Greg Scalzo is no longer on the air? That'd be the equivalent.
Is it?
Yes, it's a work change is what you're describing.
No, it's a leadership change with a star player. I ain't no star player.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with...
All right, just go to the next one. I don't think your analogy worked.
That's the point I'm making. The analogy doesn't work.
His worked, rather.
No, it didn't. Speaking of step-parents...
I could be your stepdaddy, but I'm deciding not to be your stepfather. So, yeah, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I'm a taken man, thank goodness.
Kyle Wallace in reference to dating your mom.
Play it again.
I could be your stepdaddy, but I'm deciding not to be your stepfather. So yeah, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I'm a
nice
taken man. Thank goodness.
I'm deciding not to be.
And then he said, I'm a taken man, thank goodness. Which seems like a shot at my mom.
It was a shot at you, your mom.
And then he started calling him son.
She goes, you work with Kyle still, right? And I said, yes. She goes, I think he is so cute.
Mama Strouf thinks Kyle's sexy?
Yeah, cute was the word used. So there you go.
Love
reliving
that
that
opened
one.
up the idea of Kyle Wallace dating Strouf's mom because she thought that he was cute.
Any further comments, Josh?
No, I did a lot of training on being a manager and leader this week, and this seems to fly in the face of everything.
Oh my gosh, we got PC Joshy all of a sudden.
Would you like to file a complaint on my behalf?
No.
You can do that yourself.
No. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, and I don't remember any of this taking place.
Oh. Well, this is only going to get worse.
And I'm only...
I
would say I'm only going to do that because I wanted to keep going because I find it entertaining.
Because if I do, this is how I talk to women now that I'm taken.
All right, Ben, how does Kyle talk to women now that he's taken?
I remember this. I was on the show.
I'll get in the mix. I'll spread ones around. I'll throw the ones
He
in.
talks to women.
This is about talking.
Not strippers.
It's
Women.
education.
Oh, yeah. What's your degree?
Yes.
You got a master's? I have a master's.
Where'd you go to college?
I ask them about their life. So what? Because a lot of times they be young.
Is that a new thing for
so
you?
So you just graduated. What are you going to school for? What did you go to school for?
I did that when I was single and in a relationship. I just talked to people.
No. You did what? Good. You gonna get your master's, girl? I got my master's too.
Again, I want to relive this one a little bit because the idea of him being taken and talking to people, he's almost creating too intimate of like details of conversation. Like, what do you do for school? Like, that's showing strong interest in what they're doing in life.
Yeah, the puzzling piece to me about this is when I meet people, whether I will be single or in a relationship, if I'm talking to somebody and interested in getting to know them, even platonically, that's just stuff I talk. I talk to men that way. Like it's not special. It's just having conversation.
James, that's on us on the Carlos Talking text line. No cool button for Josh saying he was in training to be a leader all week.
Cool. It's just what I really want to know is what were the conversations prior to being taken.
Yes. That's a follow-up when he gets back from his bachelor party.
Because if you had...
Hey, girl! Damn, girl! Ooh.
It's just, I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what else you talk about, I guess. Maybe I'm not as smooth as Kyle, which totally in play.
Again, if he's in
Definitely
Nashville on his bachelor party asking people in Nashville what they're doing for like college and masters.
Didn't he imply that me asking where are you from was too intimate?
Yeah, it's the opposite. That's way broader.
But you're getting your master's? I got my master's. Less intimate. Speaking of which, intimate.
Get them cheeks away from me now. No. I can't touch you. I can throw it on you now.
What is Kyle describing there, Ben?
What his approach at gentlemen's clubs as a taken man at age 35, because we also learned at age 24 he was all about it.
Yeah. So that was definitely the gentleman's club and how he's going to carry a force field around him.
All I will say to this is enjoy.
I will throw some ones. I will stimulate the economy down in Nashville.
Show us
Tennessee.
how you do it, Kyle.
Yeah. Make it rain.
That's
Make
what
it
I
rain.
do. I have great bands to make it dance. Bands to make it dance. Whoa, back up, baby. Back up. Get that.
Don't get too close.
Cheeks away from me now. Turn around. No. I can't touch you. I can throw it on you now.
Get those
them
cheeks away
from me now. Turn around. No. I can't touch you. I can throw it on you now. Get them cheeks away from me now.
Do we have
No. I can't touch you. I can throw it on you now. Get them cheeks away from me now.
Do we have updated odds, Strouf?
I can't touch you. I can throw it on you now.
What?
Him actually having cheeks not away from him at a gentleman's club.
Oh, you're saying like a
Getting a
private dance?
Yeah, his buddies are going to try and throw money at it for him.
So we can have an adult conversation here. We've all been to bachelor parties.
Yes.
Yep.
Whether we're the bachelor or not.
It's like forced.
Yes.
Correct.
You really don't. And then it gets awkward because the person's standing there in front of you. So it's almost like I need this to end because if you
don't want it, you just like you just want to get it over with.
I've seen it where everyone just stands there and looks at the person who the dance is for.
Fastest song you have.
Yeah, and it's just like no one leaves. The money's in hand. Someone has to do it.
Is that all we have?
I have one more. It's very unrelated.
They brought playoff baseball back to Milwaukee. He brought an MVP back to Milwaukee. He brought this greatness of Milwaukee baseball back, baby.
Joshy?
Do you know this?
Yeah, it's Ryan Braun.
No, I know.
I love your swagger. From the moment you came up in San Diego when your first major league game was against the San Diego Padres, hit a home run in game 2. I said, oh, this boy got swagger. That's that Miami. That's that you in him. We went down to Miami. He got that you in him, got that swagger. He said, that's what you like about Jackson. Boy, I miss watching you in all those clutch hits and at-bats you had.
He talked for this long just at Ryan Braun.
How uncomfortable would you be, Josh?
That was funny.
This is the end of the interview with Ryan Braun, who like...
It sort of just did sound like he was just reading his Wikipedia.
Like the clip that Strouf plays alone that you started with. I just want to play that again because no one would ever know
You're
that
talking
he's
to him.
talking to Ryan Braun.
They brought playoff baseball back to Milwaukee. He brought an MVP back to Milwaukee. He brought this greatness of Milwaukee baseball back, baby.
Not like you, Ryan Braun.
I love your swagger. From the moment you came up in San Diego when your first major league game was against the San Diego Padres, hit a home run in game 2. I said, oh, this boy got swagger. That's that Miami. That's that you in him. We went down to Miami. He got that you in him, got that swagger. He said, that's what you like about Jackson. Boy, I miss watching you with all those clutch hits and at-bats you had.
I don't know what to say.
How did Brian handle it?
He handled it like a pro. He's like, I need to keep you around more, Kyle.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the only thing you can say to that.
That's what he gets when he goes to the local Piggly Wiggly for an autograph signing.
I basically said, like, yo, like, we cold shower, like,
let's calm down.
Yes,
and I agree.
I thought he was gonna jump through the screen and kiss him.
I agree, and he's a handsome devil.
He is handsome.
He looks really good.
And I share a lot of those thoughts, but. I mean, that was just effusive.
Can we all agree that was very unprofessional?
Very
unprofessional.
Very unprofessional.
That is the word.
I mean,
I finally cracked the code because I've been so, like, thrown off by that actually happening. It was completely
I mean, that is the charm of half the programs we have here is the lack of professional.
Like, we have Thanasis on the Kumpo, like, Thanalysis Live. Like,
we got Bobby Portis, champion.
Kyle's in the back, like, of the stage when Giannis is back there. And he's a professional. He gets Ryan Braun on the screen and just goes full crush mode on him.
You know, it's one thing to call it unprofessional. It's a second thing for Ben Brust to call it unprofessional.
And for it to be correct.
You had the head coach of the Green Bay Packers sign a Aaron Rodgers Jets jersey, which was also unprofessional. But for you to call out Kyle, which actually may have been worse in terms of unprofessionalism.
Maybe, yeah, because I was just like, I also was like doing something like that I thought would be funny. Maybe you didn't think it was funny. Maybe you didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
That's fine. I know you did. I don't care about you. I'm more so saying what he did was just weird.
Yes, I agree.
It's just weird.
We can agree on that.
I was just looking at him like, is he going to stop? He just kept going.
21 seconds that was.
Amazing.
That's a long time.
You should spend more than 21 seconds walking around the IKEA sidewalk sale happening through the 25th at IKEA Oak Creek because they have the all-time favorite lines on serious sale discounts. And the best part is new items are added throughout the sale, which means every time you visit, it's like a brand new treasure hunt. You don't know what you're going to find next. Visit IKEA Oak Creek often to discover something amazing on the IKEA sidewalk sale through the 25th of May. Also in Madison, you have 2 pickup points with University Bookstore, State Street, and the Beltline. You can order your favorite products, pick them up as soon as next day for free. If you're an IKEA family member, which is free to join, that's right, no shipping, no fees, no waiting for deliveries, just that IKEA style you love when you're ready. So start shopping at IKEA.us or the IKEA app, and you got University Bookstore and State Street and the Beltline for pickup points. Also, IKEA Oak Creek for a brick and mortar. You got it all with IKEA. Alex Strouf and Josh DiMaggio spend a lot of time together on Mr. Irrelevant Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Too much, as Josh would say. Josh and I handicapped the entire Alex Strouf, Kyle Wallace decathlon. we have some audio of before they played pickleball from months ago. Was Josh right? We'll find out next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
But then when you whoa, so you watch the,
off now.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Along southbound 41, backups from Greenfield Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound is heavy from Mayfair Road up to Silver Spring. Southbound 43 also heavy before Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette interchange and over the high-rise bridge. Northbound is a bit backed up from just north of Beecher Street up through the Marquette as well, all the way up to North Avenue. Westbound on 94, we've got backups from 35th Street all the way past Hawley Road. Eastbound's backed up from Hawley to 35th Street as well. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Thunderstorms likely later on with a low of 60. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm. Slight chance for storms along the Illinois state line. A high of 82. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The Crew take on the Dodgers Friday, May 22nd through Sunday the 24th. Join Boy Band Night on Friday the 22nd, presented by Wintrust. Grab a theme night ticket for a Brew Crew Boys t-shirt and stay for post-game fireworks presented by T-Mobile. Then on Saturday, the first 25,000 fans collect a patriotic Brewers hat. Close it out with Family Sunday fun as the first 5,000 kids 14 and under get a Brewers pennant on the 24th, courtesy of Joy. Grab your seats at brewers.com.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
I'm sure you feel the weather. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited, experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Stop by our amazing Waukesha showroom and visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-235-3980. 262-235-3980 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, we got a couple things to hit on before the end of the ESPN Wisconsin hour after that text. We'll start with taking a look back here as Ben Brust is with Josh DiMaggio today. I don't know why I did third person. I'm Ben Brust with Josh DiMaggio today. No Kyle Strouf on the show. This was probably back 2 months ago
Alex Strouf, Kyle Wallace, 10-event decathlon, doing our best to handicap a pickleball match that has already happened now between Alex Strouf and Kyle Wallace.
I won't turtle because then I'll go to mind games and I'll start talking a little smack and I'll get him talking and then he'll get thrown off and then
Kyle minus 150 after the mind games drop.
I have the fundamental understanding of pickleball, so
I'm closer to minus 125 Kyle's way here.
Minus 150 for Ben Brust after learning Strouf was going to talk smack. Minus 125 for Josh DiMaggio. Do you know what the results were?
Well, here's the thing. I knew before it happened.
Hey. What do you mean you knew before it happened?
I've seen enough. I'm well-versed in Alex Strouf enough to know that had he won, I would have heard about it before before you guys discussed it on air.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I would have kept it close to the vest just like I did the loss.
Yeah, just like the...
You tweeted right after the loss.
I didn't say who lost. I just said sportsmanship is for losers.
Yeah, that was also dead giveaway.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
Right.
Well, for you, maybe.
No.
Yeah. And just the more I thought about it and the more people I got inside information on how Alex Strouf plays pickleball, and not people just on this show or in content, people outside of that, people who are friends outside of this company that have seen or played pickleball with Alex Strouf.
You have long people. Long list of people.
I know a fella who has played a couple games of pickleball here. And unbeknownst to him, gave me a review of Alex's play that fit my description in my mind.
Here's the thing. I don't even know who he's referring to.
I know. I still just want the description.
It was just like he kind of looked goofy out there.
Fair.
Kind of looked like he was always about ready to fall down.
Well, that's rude.
Lateral movement isn't a strength.
Yeah, one-on-one you need
fair.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got insiders.
Loses 11-4 in the first game.
Jeez, brother.
Yeah, tough break.
Goes up 5-0 in the second game.
Brother.
There was a controversy of in or out,
Yeah.
which we had film review with Kyle and Strouf. They wanted to put it on me. I was like, at that point, you guys are the competitors. You figure it out. Strouf gave him the point.
And was it all downhill from there?
Kyle went 6 unanswered.
Oh,
went up 6-5. He lost 11-8. So from that point of being 5-0, he was outscored 11-3 in game 2.
Didn't even win a game?
No, he didn't even win a game. He didn't force game 3.
Here's the problem.
He picked this event.
Right. And this was in your confidence in all the events that you suggested and you sort of spearheaded.
Yeah.
This was near the top, was it not?
No, it was probably number 3 of the 3 I selected.
That's near the top.
Well, I only selected 3.
Yeah.
Well, of all the
It was
events,
the one I had the least confidence that I selected.
Of all the events, where did you have it?
Probably 3rd.
Near the top.
Yeah. Last thing I heard, last I checked, Deca means 10.
Last time I checked, that is correct.
Yeah.
So Strouf has picked the next event.
Yeah.
The Packer
feel
Backer
great about
Trivia
this.
Challenge.
I think he might have this one just because Kyle has a life outside of talking sports and thinking about sports. Strouf doesn't.
But Kyle
Rude.
does remember some of the stuff that Strouf was like a little toddler and / first grader.
I do think there's another piece of this that has to be taken into consideration, other than Alex Strouf always disappoints when it comes to competition, is the fact that he'll probably study. He'll probably hit the books.
Are you going to hit the books?
I already have.
Because
where are you reading right now?
I'm not reading.
You're going like Wikipedia.
No, I just didn't know if he was like reading a Packers history book.
Yeah,
no.
Sort of
there's some stuff available out there that I've been working on my game.
You look at the record books of all-time lists.
No, my major question to you now is I need your projected Strouf overall wins.
Ooh.
So he's 0-1. We have the Packer Backer Trivia Challenge.
Okay.
Do you need a pen again?
I can keep track here.
Right.
I'm gonna give him Packer Backer Trivia.
Okay. Check. We have darts.
You
might be overconfident.
Yeah.
I actually think that's just swagger.
You don't have
Here's
swagger.
the thing. In terms, this doesn't have that much of an athletic component where I think he really got over his skis with pickleball, where I think darts, I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is, but I do think he's good enough to be better than Kyle.
All right.
The bench rep challenge.
Well, yeah.
Wow, come on.
The 100-meter dash.
That's Kyle easy.
And the
weasel.
3-cone drill.
That's Kyle easy.
He's a rat and a weasel.
So those are his 3 that Kyle picked. So you
Yeah.
have the rest of the 2 events that Strouf picked for Strouf, all 3 for Kyle. So that leaves us 3 events with 1 still undetermined.
Yeah.
That's going to be by committee. The 100-meter swim.
Yeah, that's Kyle.
All right, so that's the game.
Well, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not about the game. We're doing
Right.
no matter what. We're doing 10
doing
events.
all of them. Right.
And you have
If you go over, like, the best outcome is you going 0 for 10.
no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I'm rooting for that.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
That's the way that this could go best.
1v1 basketball.
Wow.
That's me, and I got that in the bag. I actually think I'm more confident in that than pickleball.
No, I got Kyle in
Can
that.
I-
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
You can have
Easy,
whatever you
Kyle.
want.
I predict Alex Strouf will bounce the ball off his foot more than he puts into the basket.
That is so disrespectful.
But based off evidence, it's not that disrespectful.
No, it's
I think it's nice.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, he didn't say fall.
Right.
You're gonna fall more
I
times.
didn't say
than-
bounce it off his face.
that
Just
one.
off his foot.
And then the newlywed game. Who knows their significant other better?
That's Strouf.
Wow. Thanks, Josh. That was the most confident I've heard you today.
Yeah, no, that one. I think that one's going to be like a smash. It's not going to be close.
So we're looking at 3-6 right now
Uh-huh.
with an open. But like again, those 3 are not guaranteed.
Honestly,
darts, Packer backer, and newlywed. Like darts, I think is his best shot.
You only have me at 2.5.
I think you winning 3 is a giant victory for you in the decathlon. You can walk with your chest held a little bit higher.
I think I'll
Not
take
high,
the
but
over.
a little bit.
I think I'll take the over on 3.5.
Oh, I don't.
It's I can't. I would go under.
Because all the ones I have Kyle winning, I don't think are particularly close.
And then the rest are like are toss ups enough where Kyle could win one.
Darts and Packerbacker trivia, I think, are close enough that it could go either way.
You unfortunately, well, maybe
You
not.
might get
unfortunately.
2.
Well, no. The thing I will take a compliment is that that Josh loves my love. He says
What
that
does that mean?
that I
newlywed
understand and
game.
love my life partner.
No,
that's a nice compliment.
It's because you sit around and you
And just
badger
ask
her
too
with
many
questions.
I think if you asked her, I don't think she'd agree with that.
I know. I've talked to her enough to know she's as delusional as you are.
Are you gonna stand up for your girl?
I thought that was really funny, to be honest with you,
You just bodied your fiance.
brother. If she's delusional, I'm good with it.
Yeah. And this is compliments to them. These two, it seemingly walk around and never think a negative thought about one another ever. It's unbelievable. Every time you point something out, she's like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
What? How do you love that?
And it's not him. It's a specific thing. We all have things
Yes.
with our significant others
But he's
where we
got
go,
a lot of specific things.
right.
She loves all of them.
Yeah, and that to me is what was mind blowing and made me say, yeah.
I'm
not. There's no breaking through here.
Again, I haven't put it together. Like I still don't get it. Like it
Yeah, no.
doesn't make any sense.
I don't need to get it.
It's not for you to get.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's not for you.
It may not
It's
be
for
for
me.
me, but I still can't.
Yes.
I still don't understand.
It's for me and it's for us. It's not for you.
Yeah. And I'm happy as a clam for you guys.
You see how genuine he was there?
He is genuine.
Yeah,
he likes her.
I
Maybe
do.
more than me, but he likes her.
Also true. Not maybe.
She's wonderful.
We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust
Hi, guys. Well, you made my day, I'll tell you.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
May is Skilled Trades Month, a time to celebrate the hands-on careers that keep our communities and our economy moving forward. At Junior Achievement, students learn that great careers don't always start behind a desk. With support from Komatsu, students are exploring opportunities in skilled trades, advanced manufacturing, engineering, and technology in Milwaukee's Harbor District. Thank you, Komatsu, for helping inspire the next generation of builders, problem solvers, and innovators. Learn more at ja.org.
Meet Jim and Rita.
We went on a motorcycle trip.
But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident.
They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital.
Sometime later, Rita made a discovery.
She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there?
And amazingly,
he found a couple of pieces
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's.
And I had my checkbook in my hand.
But when he arrived there,
And I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty.
Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty.
It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty yourself at Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Right now, during our Yard Defense Days, save $10 on select bags of Scott's Grub X or Turf Builder Triple Action, $10 off 20-pound bags of Estate Grass Seed, and select Livingston Vegetable and Flower Seeds, 25% off MSRP. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
I'm not against shopping online. In fact, you can check out our huge selection at BurkhartSportingGoods.com. But when you're ready to buy, Burkhart should be your only stop. Because here, you can grab hold of the Midwest's largest selection of baseball bats, gloves, and equipment, and take all the swings you need in our indoor batting cages to make sure you buy the right bat. And when you buy your new mitt, we'll steam and custom fit it for you right on the spot. This is Brian Burkhart, and when you love baseball and softball like we do, you can't beat Burkhart. If you're in charge of uniforms and equipment, you want to get the most value for your team's budget. You want the most for your money, and you want the process to be easy. Because you already have enough on your plate. We get it. Burkhart Sporting Goods Team Outfitting Division is the best you'll find. With an abnormally high customer satisfaction rate and our own silk screening and embroidery facility for quality control. So if you want the highest quality team outfitting and incredible service, you can't beat Burkhart.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You've probably been sold a lie, too, with the big name gear, fancy logo, a slogan, and you wear the gear and it still stinks. And Iron Jock doesn't play that game because they have silver ion technology woven into every thread, killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. It's about being better with Iron Jock. So go to ironjock.com, it's ironjoc.com, and do what I did and find some gear that you love, and then once you try it on and use it, you're going to fall in love and want to get more. For me, the lightweight hoodies are the weekend go-to. They're so comfortable, they're versatile, you can wear to work, you can wear around the house, just the best gear. So go to ironjoc.com, that's ironjoc.com, to get your gear today. On the Carbless Talk and text line, Adam is chiming in again, saying that's a really good point, Joshy. Giving you your flowers for the job you've done
Been a good day
today.
for me here.
Dave from Aaron chimes in. Joshy, what does one hero you think of Strouf's heroism? That is in reference to Strouf helping an elderly man who fell at an apartment building, stayed with him until the ambulance came. He got a certificate from the mayor on being a hero. But some may say that you're more of a hero than Alex Strouf.
Some have said that, and first, I have taken full credit for Strouf's heroism as a leader and a trendsetter, and the first one through the line when it comes to being a hero. I set the precedent, and I was proud that Alex followed me.
What was your precedent?
I was walking the dog. And one of my neighbor's porches, after they had smoked a cigarette and put it into a plastic bucket, it started a fire on their front porch.
Plastic bucket.
You've never heard this story?
Uh-huh. I didn't know about the plastic bucket.
Yeah, it was a big 5-gallon plastic bucket that's supposed to have sand in it. I don't think it did. It just had cigarette butts. So that bucket started on fire, which then in turn turned the steps, which were wood, into a fire. That's
not good.
I ran up to the house, pounded on the door, rang the Ring doorbell, and they sent me to the "Hey, we can't come to the door right now" message. and I said,
at this point, how big's the fire? Is it on the steps?
It's on the steps. It's about as tall as me, 5-6 feet worth of flames as it's going up the stairs.
Why are you sounding so calm?
I wasn't calm in the moment. I was pretty frantic. Mussolini can recount it for you. I was kind of...
Mussolini, for those who don't know, is reference to?
My girlfriend, who doesn't want to be called the name, even though people now are recognizing her in public as Mussolini and feel like it's an honor to meet her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She says she doesn't like it. I think she does secretly. But
yeah, they all do.
Between us. And what ended up happening is I rang the doorbell a couple more times, and it kept sending me to like the voicemail portion of the Ring doorbell. And I said, "Hey, your porch is on fire." And the person didn't respond in enough time. It felt like an eternity that I was standing there because I was stomping on it, trying to put it out because it's in the front of the house, and I didn't see a hose. I didn't have access to water, so I'm stomping on it. And when I'd put out one part, the next part would take off. I threw the bucket, which was molten and on fire, burnt my hand into the sidewalk, which was pavement, so it would stop, as the accelerant of the fire.
Very smart.
And then I ran to the side of the house where there was a pressure washer connected to the hose, started it, and then put it all out.
You're a firefighter.
And then the guy came out, and I'll never forget it.
He was in the house?
In the house the whole time. He had Cookie Monster pajama pants on. He had a white T-shirt with stains on it and his belly hanging out of the bottom. And I looked at him after the fire was mostly all out, and I was kind of just soaking it to make sure it didn't start back up. And I said, "Your porch was just on fire. I imagine from a cigarette you recently smoked." I said, "I put it out. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know if it's going to take off. Like, your stairs are ruined." And he looked at me dead in the eye and said, "Thanks, I guess."
Thanks, I guess?
Thanks, I guess. And then I just said, "All right." And I just walked away. Finished my walk with the dog.
Oh, I know you did a good deed, but I don't know, you deserve more flowers from that.
I got it on the radio.
It could have gotten in his house.
It was making its way to that, yes. It would have been a really big issue had I not stopped.
Had he had a couple pops? Was he out of it?
He didn't seem out of it. I think it was sort of a shock when he looked down and saw charred. I mean, half the steps were just charcoal because they had burned.
Like, if you stepped on it, could you have gone through?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
I am surrounded by two heroes. I feel like it's my calling to save a life tonight or something.
Here's Ben. Oh, you guys.
I got to one up.
He wants in on the life saving.
Yeah, it sounds electric.
That house, the person still lives there, and every time I walk by and they're outside, says "Hey," and I'm just hi.
Not like, "Did I still owe you?"
Yeah, no, none of that. Never once
hasn't offered you a brewski?
Not a brewski, not a thing.
Not even a cigarette?
Not even a heater. Not even a single.
Oh, I mean,
it's the least he could do.
The least he could do is a heater.
Yeah, well, that's, sometimes a heroism calls on you and you don't get the appreciation you need, but you still do it because it's the right thing.
Some are saying close to the program on the Carbless Talking text line that you should have started that fire back up.
I would never. I'm not an arsonist. I'm a community member.
I don't want to put your name on blast there because I like you too much, and I don't want that on your brand. We continue on 94.5 ESPN YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Coming up next in 2 minutes.
Backups on 41 northbound going from Mayfair Road pretty much all the way up to Silver Spring. On the southbound side, we got delays from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. Southbound 43 also slowing down from Good Hope to Bender Road, back on the brakes just before Capitol Drive all the way down to the Marquette. Buying a home? Apply for a stress-free mortgage from Great Midwest Bank and experience your state of banquility. Visit greatmidwestbank.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Thunderstorms likely later on with a low of 60. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm. Slight chance for storms along the Illinois state line. A high of 82. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Get ready to celebrate 21 years this Sunday, May 17th, from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Live music all day, plus food and drinks to keep the party going. Grab your tickets in-store at National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. For the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Sushi is more than a meal. It's an art form, and now you're invited to create it. St. Kate the Arts Hotel presents Studio Sessions, The Art of the Roll, an intimate, hands-on evening inside the studio kitchen and cocktails where guests are welcome with a complimentary cocktail, wine, beer, or sake, then guided through crafting 3 stunning sushi rolls from the very first fold to the final cut. This is culinary artistry made personal. Reserve your evening at stkatearts.com.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4. It's the 414 Hour at 4.
How do you do?
They all
mad because I got the...
Do the salsa, Strouf. Do the salsa. Have you seen him dance yet?
I don't want to look.
You have to look.
Yeah!
Wait till you see the spins. The spins are coming. Woo!
Ooh, ooh! Bop,
da, 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 da. Uno.
If you ain't know,
no!
She got a bankroll.
She got a bankroll.
It's not a secret.
Secret.
She could take you.
She can take you.
I got a lot of problems.
Problems.
And I can't go. But it's okay because I got the
Tori.
Do the spin. Spin again.
Oh, wow.
Spin one more time.
It's not good for him. He's going to get dizzy.
Let's go.
That is the voice of Tori Lowe you are hearing. Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio, not singing, not dancing,
I'm out of
not
shape.
feeling the vibes. In for Kyle Wallace.
I am feeling the vibes. I was just appreciating everyone else's antics and actions.
Antics being the spinorama?
Uh-huh, spinorama. I mean, Tori was getting a little salsa in him too over here. I saw it.
Ben Brush, Josh DiMaggio, Alex Strouf.
It's Friday.
With Tori Lowe here on this Friday. Tori, the schedule is out.
Yes.
What are you looking at for the Green Bay Packers? How many they winning?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I looked at the schedule, and, it's a couple teams that, maybe it's a coin toss. But I think that I see, at best, 13-4.
That's at best. What's at worst?
12-5.
Damn!
If you really look at it.
Did you come... Did you come
saying.
here to the Tori Lowe segment on a Friday with the vibes after the salsa music for him to be like 10-7? Yeah, no way.
Well,
I'd be disappointed if that's the energy he came with.
I'm going to give him an opportunity, Josh, after hearing that answer. Right now at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Sportsbook, Tori, the Packers to win over 10.5 games is plus 125. So if you bet 100, you win 125. So if you got them at 12 at worst, you got to put money on this because you only need 11 for plus money.
Well, I went big the last time.
No, that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. I think that we may have to go down there, and I always do the big game like the Super Bowl.
I'm saying
I always go for the Super Bowl.
$1,000 will win you $1,250 for 11 wins, and you got him 12 at worst.
Where
are
they at for the Super Bowl?
Los Angeles is where the Super
what are
Bowl's
the
being
odds?
held.
What are the
Packers
odds?
to win the
Yeah.
Super Bowl? Is it
Where's the
plus
odds?
15,
It's been
1,600?
16, 15. I can get that in 2 seconds
Yeah,
here.
that's the one you go for because
1,600.
That's the big payout. Yeah,
1,600.
Can you hold out that long?
Lord,
you got it. I play the long game I never bet all of the other stuff. I just go win it all or not.
Lord have mercy. As it stands right now, you can parlay these.
Oh,
what?
Over 10.5 wins in the Packers to win a Super Bowl. If you bet $1,000, that's how much you are winning, Tori Lowe.
Show me the money.
$37,250. It's plus $3,725. So 1,000 wins you $37,250. That means they win over 11 plus games in the season, and they win the Super Bowl out in Los Angeles. I'm going out with you.
That's the big dollars right there. That's the big risk right there. If I'm a gamble, I'm gonna do the big gambles. I mean,
why would you
I hardly
not?
ever do parlays like that, but I do like this.
Josh, we don't talk parlays very often.
No.
But if you're gonna parlay anything,
If you're making a Super Bowl, you're almost assuredly having more than 10 wins.
10 wins.
Yes.
Right.
And you get plus 3,725.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
Benjamin.
Look, let me tell you something. You can put that over for retirement.
You did 1,000.
That's that retire. You can put a little down payment on a little
2
bit.
years ago, you did 1,000 to win 20,000.
Yeah, because I was
which
really,
you thought was 1,000 win 2 million, but I had to get it right for you.
I had to fire my accountant.
I know.
I had to
R.I.P.
get out of here.
accountant.
Give me bad numbers.
Yeah, he's giving me the wrong numbers. Yeah,
Can't have that from an accountant.
No, he's no longer around. I mean, just know that.
Point being here, Tori, is you got to do this if you believe.
Well,
if you believe,
I'll say this.
I would throw.
Wait, Tori, where's the accountant?
On the streets?
He's out on the street, yeah.
When you said he's no longer
No,
around,
he's
I
not
thought the worst.
He's not handling the
he kicked him to
financial
the curb.
situations. Yeah.
Like $300 would win you $11,175 on this parlay.
No, that's not too bad.
And that's not that steep to get
Not that steep.
a pretty
See, the thing
incredible payout.
is,
If you truly believe this team can win the Super Bowl.
Well, I'll say this. I always go Super Bowl or bust because that's a Packer fan. We don't want nothing less. Let me get this straight. Look, we don't want to see nothing less than a Super Bowl. But we have been dealing with, less than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that a healthy Packers team right now, I look at the schedule, easily at the low 12-5.
He's sticking with it. That 12-5 number
At
is the floor.
Now, I can see where we're going to have some trouble.
Where's that? What games are you looking at?
I see Denver. I see Denver as
You're looking at last year's schedule.
Yeah, looking at last year's. Well, hold on. Is that the right schedule?
No.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let's run back 2025.
Hold on. Let me. I'm looking at the wrong schedule. I'm sorry, look at the wrong schedule.
Oh no, we got to start the segment over.
We may have to. Hold on. I did have the regular schedule. I got the right schedule in the room.
Alex Strouf for the hand delivery.
I had the right schedule on my show.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to go back to the Tori Lowe show from 1 to 4.
I had the right schedule on my shows, but
and make sure
when I look at sorry about that. When I look at the schedule, I think that we have a couple teams that may have issues. I think the Bills will be an issue.
There we go. I thought he was going to lead with that too, and then I heard Denver, and Josh and I did a what?
No. I thought the Bills was. I said on the show, I thought the Bills was going to be a 50-50 game where they could probably win. I thought the Texans may be in a space where that may be a possible win. And for some weird reason, when it comes to the Bears, with this new Bears team, we may give up one.
Yeah.
And then I see that may be possible that the Packers may have problems, and I don't know why. I want to say no, but I gotta throw in
But
the
my
Lions.
body!
I gotta throw in the Lions. The Lions may
Very likely
split,
they split those.
Yeah, we
those
may split
series
that.
against them.
You know what I mean?
The amount of text that I get on the Carlos Talking text line about the Tory Lowe song is incredible. I actually don't know if it's.
It sounds like an AI song to me.
Is it AI?
Yeah.
Can we give it to the fans?
Yeah.
To listen to in the car?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just be listening to a Tory Lowe song on their drive.
Send the email. We're going to send it to you.
I don't know how we would distribute and the legalities of it.
Here comes.
Yeah, it's not on Spotify.
Remember, Josh DiMaggio did leadership training this week,
Yeah.
so he's very buttoned up.
Okay, well, make it happen. We'll find a way to make it happen.
Josh, get on it.
we'll find a way to make it happen.
You can't keep our fans from such an amazing
Did you
beat.
provide him with this song?
Yeah, they got the song. Yeah,
Tory
it's
Lowe.
out. It's for the fans.
I produced Tory Lowe for a show when there was some illnesses, and I learned that there's a lot of AI love of the music that's going on there.
Oh,
People
really?
love it.
Well, I'll tell you this: when I do production now, if I want it the way I want it perfect, I have to do it this way. It's powerful.
Uh-oh. Are we doing it again?
Uh-oh, we running it back?
Oh, we're running
I
it
can feel
back.
the energy.
If you ain't
No.
she got a bankroll.
She got a bankroll.
Got a secret.
Secret.
She can take you.
She can take you.
I got a lot of problems.
Problems.
And I can't go. But it's okay, cause I got the Tory Lowe.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, Tory Lowe.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, we got Josh grooving. Oh my gosh. Strouf spinning, Josh is dancing, Tori salsa.
Hey.
We gotta get it out there. Gotta get it out there.
Josh?
Tori, I will drive to Potawatomi Casino Hotel. You put up. How much you want to put up?
I'll say this season, I'll say 200.
200? 200 each? We go 800 or 400 on this?
Yeah.
We split season?
We split season.
400 on this would be $15,000. $7,500
That'll be nice. That's a
nice
split.
payday.
That's a nice payday.
Take care of some bills.
Look, let me tell you something. I
Some
believe that
bills.
the Packers
Do more than
have
that.
the team that can. When I look at the schedule, and I say it's probably maybe 4 to 5 losses here. If they're healthy down the stretch, we could get it.
I think the way
We can win
How
it.
can I not go with him with
Yeah.
those sunglasses he's wearing?
the way
He's
the
looking
way the
swaggy.
season ended, I think clouded a lot of people's judgment and just how good Vegas thought of the Green Bay Packers. I mean, they were third in Super Bowl odds.
Third in
Right.
Super Bowl odds, and Jordan Love was second in MVP.
Yeah, and then things came crashing down.
Oh, okay.
Because of
Crashing hard.
injuries.
Right.
And that team, I think, is improved from the one
I
that they
think
had
it
last
has
season.
improved as well.
Yeah. Tori, have you heard Miles Teller dry snitching on Giannis?
Yeah, I talked about that.
Miles
on
You
the
did
show.
it again. You did it again.
Miles
you know-
Teller.
Jeez.
Look, let me
The
say
actor.
Man.
Let me tell you this. When
I
I
haven't thought
heard
about Miles Teller in forever.
You've said his name twice
I
today.
know.
now.
I don't know what's happening.
Don't we? Ain't he still on contract for a couple years?
Yeah.
And he did that. He said that.
Well,
They
This
gotta-
is the John Stark.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
dude just did this.
I-
He did.
Yeah, and so, and I'll tell you this. I like Giannis.
For those who haven't heard it,
Yeah, let's play
Strouf,
it.
can you pull that up? The Game Recognized Game podcast that's deleted this from their
This
social
is
media
terrible.
accounts.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Miles Turner's putting all the business out there.
It's
of the Milwaukee
horrible.
Bucks. He's like you said, he's part of the team
We
for a
get fined for
while.
all types of stuff now. You guys get fined a lot?
It depends on the coach. So Doc Rivers, he didn't find anybody. Guys were late all the time. Guys were, showing up to film whenever they wanted to show up. Guys were missing meetings. Like, it was one of the craziest things I personally ever experienced. We literally, if the plane took off at 2:00, we weren't leaving until 4:30. I'm being so
Dang.
serious, bro. It was
What
crazy,
the
dog.
heck?
Guys were an hour late to the plane. It got to the point where I knew not to show up until like an hour after they said the plane was taking off. It was crazy.
So who's the teammate that's most likely to be late? Well, all of yours, obviously, because nobody gets fined.
Giannis is going to show up whenever he wants, really,
Oh, wow.
I think
Same
that
thing,
kinda
Josh.
just came with the territory at that. And once I kind of saw what was going down, I was like, hey, man, more power to you. They ain't going to find you. Do what you do.
She stepped over a question and he didn't have to answer, and he still went with Giannis.
She realized that what she asked could lead to some issues, gave him the life raft of, well, everyone. And then he said,
It's
nah,
Giannis.
it's Giannis.
This is so bad. This is so bad. And let me tell you something. I've talked to Giannis on several occasions, and
oh wow,
he actually paid for dinner for my kids. So at one point,
hell yeah,
400. I mean, I don't even want to get into details, but he did. But what I'm saying is,
we need the details.
Well, we was at the park. He was playing. Our kids were playing together, and he was like, "Hey, here's dinner." Like,
he just give you cash?
$400.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. I got
the charity.
I didn't know. And he got the max contract, so I wasn't gonna push back.
Yeah, you get handed $400.
Hey, but just for lunch, dinner,
Just for lunch. That's 5 lunches.
I'm just saying,
6 lunches.
I mean, what? But at the end of the day, if this is happening and you want to win the championship with a young squad, this may be a lot of the reason why the season went downhill. It's no order.
No order.
This
Lawless.
is what it sounds like. It was every man for himself. And
that's diabolical.
This is what I wanted to know. Because I heard, I didn't hear everything. I didn't hear all of the conversation when I heard. I'm wondering, did Giannis hold up the team waiting for him to come so they can fly out?
That's what it sounds like.
Or are the Bucks on a slow schedule? Like if you want to come at 1, but we're really leaving at 2.
That's not how it works.
It sounds like people was sitting there on the plane waiting for Giannis to show up.
Playing tiddlywinks.
At that point, you got to tell him the plane leaves an hour earlier.
Playing Twister.
This is if this is true.
Who do you think is the best fuck at playing Twister?
This is on Terrell Owens levels.
Oh.
What about the Twister, Josh?
Who do you think the best member of the Bucks is at Twister?
Giannis.
He does have the length. Does he have the flexibility?
That I don't know.
He's got 4 kids.
Benjamin.
What's that got to do with anything, man?
I don't know.
Ben, can you explain that more in detail?
No, I will not. Don't set me up.
Oh, wow.
Don't set me up.
You set yourself up.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that didn't sit well with my spirit of.
But he gave you $400.
Yeah,
maybe he was late to the plane that day. Maybe you held up Giannis.
I keep reminding him, we got to get together.
Giannis?
Yeah, because he comes through GKB, and so I talked to him.
How mad would you be if you were on a flight, it was a private jet here at GKB, and Ben Brust was 2.5 hours late? Would you tell him leave his ass?
I'd be steaming.
Leave his ass. We're going.
I mean, you can't
have
leave.
the authority
to be able to keep him if you leave, Giannis, you don't have a chance at winning the game.
No.
So he was kind of like, it sounds like,
guys,
it's giving me the green M&M vibes.
This is the green
What
M&M.
is that?
You know, like people divas, they be like, okay, I don't want no other color but the green M&Ms. Like, and they make people,
Are you making a reference to when Def Leppard or one of the hair metal bands would want M&Ms on their rider?
I thought this was Mariah Carey.
All M&Ms taste the same.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There's
some
a
people
famous
want
story.
a certain color.
Yeah, only one color of the
color
M&Ms
in the bowl.
in their green room.
By the way, for the private jet, you could remove me. It would be like if our president and CEO was late. It's not like that's what Giannis said. You ain't leaving without him.
What are we gonna do?
You gotta wait.
Yeah,
gotta wait.
I'd still be steaming.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
I'd be steaming to myself.
I'm flying private.
What happened was people grew accustomed to this, and they just started coming late, which spread it through everybody.
It sort of does seem
it kind of like it just spread it through the locker room.
It also does seem like maybe there's a degree of comfortability now that the season's over. Like, this is just what was happening. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, then a lot of people was like, well, what was Doc doing during this time? Was he just allowing people to come late to the film study? And
sitting on his keister.
He was.
What was going on? What was really happening?
He was retired after the first month.
That's all I'm saying.
He was done too.
So that. I mean, I wasn't looking forward to that language today because I was, big on
happy
the Packers.
With the Packers. I get it.
Drake dropped the Iceman CD.
Mm-hmm.
Actually dropped 3 CDs.
I don't know why I said
I don't know why he did 3 CDs, but that was overload, too much Drake. But I wasn't looking forward to Miles telling. Basically, he told on Giannis like Kobe
stays
told
in the locker room.
Like Kobe
stay in the
told on
locker
Shaq.
room.
Mm-hmm.
That's
not anymore.
Are they going to continue to play together? I mean, it's Giannis.
No, he sure doesn't look
I'm
like
just saying,
it.
like I couldn't even trust him after that.
Well, you may have received $400 for lunch, which was amazing, to be honest.
That was powerful.
We here can give away Frozen Pizza Friday right now. We're going to make somebody happy. We're going to make somebody really happy right now.
Hey, look, it's the weekend, too.
Yes, Palermo's always delivers.
Right.
It's time for your Frozen Pizza Friday, Palermo's prize pack to kick off the weekend. Also, just take note, the new Screamin' Sicilian breadsticks are amazing. I still have a couple to go in the freezer ready to go on Frozen Pizza Friday. But if you are caller number 15, you will win Frozen Pizza Friday, courtesy of Palermo's and Screamin' Sicilian, 800-990-3776. Be caller 15 at 800-990-3776. You'll talk to Strouf. He'll wish you a happy Friday, and he'll say congrats on being caller 15 and winning Frozen Pizza Friday here, courtesy of Palermo's. That's 800-990-3776. Caller 15. We continue on. Thanks, Tori. Next.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying?
That's 100% what you're saying. Now, I disagree.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Westbound 94, we've got backups from about 35th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. Give yourself a little extra time heading past Moreland Road as well towards Calhoun. On the eastbound side, backing up from just east of 76th Street all the way to 35th. And then on the bypass, we've got delays from Oklahoma Avenue down and around the Hale interchange all the way to 60th. The westbound side slowing down out of the Mitchell interchange all the way to 60th as well. And check out the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Thunderstorms likely later on with a low of 60. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm. Slight chance for storms along the Illinois state line. A high of 82. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Tiara from Events by Design here. We were thrilled to work with Thanasis Antetokounmpo on Thanalysis Live.
Welcome to the stage, Nature Boy, Rick Flair!
Events by Design, a proud partner of Thanalysis.
Mr. Pat Murphy!
Events by Design. We design, you party.
Roll out the winning this May at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Have a barrel of fun with your share of $300,000. Just play with your rewards card for entries, and Thursday night you could hit a home run. Plus, your May drawing entries all count towards the Big League Series prize drawing in June. It's Tic Tac Home Run. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Homer here for Milwaukee Weight Loss. Been on the journey since January, over 3 months, down 26 pounds today. If you're looking for a safe and easy program that will actually help you keep the weight off, this is it. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. That's up to a pound per day. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
Burkhardt Sporting Goods in New Berlin is the baseball lover's destination, with a massive state-of-the-art indoor training facility featuring hit tracks with precision analytics, a huge open turf area, and all the best training equipment you need. So get in here and get ready to get better. And we'll help you with this special offer. Buy 20 batting cage credits for $30. That's 25% off. This is Brian Burkhardt, and if you love baseball and softball like we do,
you can't beat Burkhardt.
153rd and National. If you plan on draining buzzer beaters, the place to start is Burkhardt, where you'll find a great selection of residential basketball hoops from the best brand, Gorilla. We'll handle the installation and take care of everything to make it easy from start to finish. And right now when you buy from Burkhardt, standard hoop installation is half price. You can't beat that. This is Brian Burkhardt, and when you love basketball like we do,
you can't beat Burkhardt.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Let the good times roll. It is the weekend. It is time for you to head over to Veer North, not your average sports bar on Milwaukee's east side. And they've got late night happy hours all weekend long. Great food, great drinks. They'll have all the games on tonight. In the basketball world, it is the best. Whether you're taking out clients, whether you're taking out your honey, or whether you're just kicking back, having a few brews and enjoying the game, Veer North is the place to be, and summer's coming, and that patio is the best. Patio season almost here. A summer concert series. And oh, by the way, how about shuttles to every big event, the baseball games, the summer music festivals, all the in-betweens. You can't go wrong. It's Milwaukee's east side's hottest spot for a reason. It's Veer North. Visit their website, veernorth.com. Find out the specials, see what's coming up on the patio and all the in-betweens. veernorth.com. Veer North on Milwaukee's east side.
That was Alex Strouf who's running the show. I'm Ben Brust alongside Josh DiMaggio in for Kyle Wallace. Hit us on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776.
Are we allowed to talk about what we saw in the break?
What did we see?
You showed me something on your phone.
What did I show you?
How'd you forget already? It's from the bachelor party?
That's the personal Instagram that's private.
I mean, what'd you see?
It wasn't anything inappropriate. That's how it sounds right now.
It's not.
So now you have to tell us.
Perhaps something I predicted involving the shirts is exactly what happened.
What happened? What happened? What'd you predict?
You can go.
Are they wearing the shirts or are they not wearing
They're
the
all
shirts?
wearing the shirts.
Around a classic Broadway bar, and they're all wearing the shirts.
Every last one of them.
All of them. They're all wearing the shirts.
I'm so excited. I got to go see this.
He told us explicitly that wasn't happening.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be like that. Like we have our own fits, but like
we're styling.
And this is day 2, or is this day 1? I know they drove down there. No, they might have got after it a little bit. Yeah,
A bunch of guys.
So if I need real time reaction,
I got to get to it. I was on the wrong Instagram account. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, actually, I haven't seen the one from last night where they're all in the Airbnb. They all look exhausted. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. No way.
it's literally exactly how it could have been imagined. Around a huge bar.
Uh-huh.
I saw initially there's a bachelorette party.
Uh-huh.
And they weren't even doing matching stuff.
No.
But then you go through the video and Kyle Wallace and his
there's a bachelorette
guys.
party on the other side of the
Yes.
bar.
Uh-huh.
They're not in matching stuff. They don't have the sashes.
All the guys wearing their shirts. That's so good. Ben, just so you know, when you come on my bachelor party, I will not have required uniforms.
Is Josh going?
My bachelor party? No, you are. Josh isn't my best friend.
I forgot what angle he was playing there.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to be in the wedding. I don't want anything to do with anything.
I don't think you have to worry about being in the wedding. I don't know if he'd take.
I know that's a bit that he's not.
Yeah, I was to say I don't know if he'd take it that far. But would he invite you to the bachelor party? Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, the good news is I've already said I won't go.
Do you know how cool my friends would think if Ben Brust showed up to my bachelor party? They'd be like, oh my God, that's Ben Brust.
Have you started planning your bachelor party?
I have not.
Do you have a desired destination?
I do.
Be Green Bay, Wisconsin?
It is not in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Where would Strouf venture to? East, west, or south?
I feel like it has to have a sports angle.
I don't know. I would like to hear your guesses before I tell you the answer. I'm not married to this idea, so maybe you guys can give me some ideas.
I could see a road Packers game, but I don't know. That's kind of a quick turnaround for this time.
I'm not getting married till next June.
March Madness for Vegas.
Brilliant idea, and you have the location correct.
Okay.
That's actually brilliant, Josh.
Uh-huh.
You want to come?
Not particularly.
Now I know not to go to Vegas during March Madness.
Vegas was the selection. I did not even think of March Madness.
That's actually a great idea from Josh. It's right up your alley. You love college basketball.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
I
think we just determined my bachelor party. Thanks, Josh.
Who's we?
The brains in the room.
I mean, I thought of it in 10 seconds.
Well, granted, truth be told, I have not thought about my bachelor party outside of it'd be cool to go to Vegas.
It just seems like something you would kind of,
And that's perfect timing with a what wedding?
June.
Perfect.
Yeah.
March.
All right, this was so easy.
Were you worried about it?
No, I hadn't thought about it. Like, we're still so in the early stage. Like, we haven't even found a photographer yet. Like, we're still in the very early stages of wedding planning.
Yeah, you have plenty of time on
Yeah,
photography.
we got a year, but we got to get the engagement session. My fiance is very type A. I am, as you guys know, very type B.
I've learned that.
And so she is very on top of the wedding planning thing. She's going to want everything done by like August.
Do you guys have like spreadsheets with tabs already?
Oh, Benny, so many. It's ridiculous. And I've done about now. Credit to me. I'm the one who booked the tour and the venue we ultimately ended up selecting. I'm the one who found it.
So you got that you're going to be using for the next year and a half.
Bingo.
I've never planned a wedding, but I would just suggest taking credit for stuff. Probably not a good
idea.
Well, no. I haven't hung it over her head yet.
Because I
feel like all you've been doing is hanging stuff over her head. Like you went through the first month of like
you're dangling
when she like would get maybe a little like snippety with
Yeah,
you.
well,
hey, look at the ring. Look at the left finger.
Look at your left hand. Like, let's relax. It's not that big of a deal. That's what I say.
Again, things that didn't happen for 1,000.
I
Again,
I don't know if that suggests really worth
a good
it.
partnership.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it.
It worked for a while. It doesn't work anymore, so I stopped doing it.
So now you're like, but I got the venue.
I haven't used that against her yet.
Yet.
Yeah, keyword. At least I'm honest.
This was supposed to be Ben and Josh talking Brewers.
You can do it next segment.
That's the Wheel of Strouf. And there's some good topics on there.
How do you know?
Is there? I've looked at it recently.
Cold Call Evan Cohen is my favorite.
It's not on there today.
No, you have to put it on there.
It has to be every day till it happens.
That is every day till it happens.
Yeah.
Especially with Josh on, he'd be like, what the hell is going on? That's Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio. Cool. We got a solid line to him. So there it is. We've, instead of talking baseball, figured out where Strouf's bachelor party is going to be. Vegas in March Madness. Such an out-of-the-box idea there. Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio, Alex Strouf running the show. Coming up next is the Wheel of Strouf. Don't go anywhere, and then maybe Homer shows up.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust.
Kyle, have you ever heard of him prior to the Packers signing him?
No.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, southbound 43 is backing up quite a bit from Capitol Drive. It's pretty much solid all the way down through the Marquette. On the northbound side, we got backups from Chase all the way up through the Marquette to about Locust. Southbound 41, a heavy ride through the construction zone from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol. Northbound's backed up from just north of Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Silver Spring. Eastbound 94, we got backups from about 76th Street all the way through to 35th. Westbound 35th to Hawley Road, and then you're back on the brakes from Elm Grove Road, kind of all the way to Calhoun in fits and starts. Rates change, needs change. Great Midwest Bank can help you explore a refinance that better fits where you are today. Visit greatmidwestbank.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Thunderstorms likely later on with a low of 60. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm. Slight chance for storms along the Illinois state line. A high of 82. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
I'm sure you feel the weather. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited, experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Stop by our amazing Waukesha showroom and visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Feels like the world is a little broken lately. Maybe all we need is a fix. Most spirits are acidic. Fix Vodka is different. Fix Vodka is the world's first high-alkaline, acid-free vodka. Handcrafted with natural spring water and select grain. Clean, smooth, done right. Better water, better vodka. Get your local Fix.
Fix Vodka.
Enjoy responsibly.
We have standards in Wisconsin. Cheese should squeak. Sports and tailgating go hand in hand with brats aplenty.
And beef is a delicacy where each bite makes you close your eyes for a second. For 50 years, Bunzel's has been hand-selecting the finest beef, making homemade specialty sausages, and crafting award-winning jerky right here at home. Because Wisconsin is still cattle country, quality isn't optional. It's expected. And after 5 decades, Bunzel's still delivers. Stop in today at 90th and Burleigh or at bunzels.com.
Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Got a grad to celebrate? Make it easy with a Cousin Subs gift card. Buy $30 in gift cards and get a free 7.5-inch sub for you. Valid on any Deli Fresh or Classic sub. So while you're giving a great gift, you're getting one too. Simple, thoughtful, and way better than a card that gets tucked away. Stop by your local Cousin Subs today. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Right now, during our yard defense days, save $5 on the state weed and feed. Rewards members save an extra $3. Techner Apex heavy-duty Never Kink hoses, $5 off. And Fizzcar's Ergo Series garden hand tools, just $9.99. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All you gamers, jackpot chasers, Monopoly lovers, slot machine lovers, bingo lovers, table game lovers, sportsbook lovers. That's what you got at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. What about Wheel of Fortune lovers? That's a new slot machine that they have. Werewolf, I think I saw. It's a new one. I mean, it doesn't stop. They keep bringing new things in to entertain you. You must be 21 years or older to enter, but once you're in there, you have so much fun doing so many different things. Bars in different areas, different food spots. The food at the sportsbook is phenomenal. Josh, I don't know about you, but I am craving the steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. Get a little of the pretzel action.
Pretzel, steak and eggs, drink specials. Again, you don't even like to drink. You could just like to watch sports. You could do that.
The second most consistent thing in our experience during doing the weekly wager is 1, talking about lines, 2, the pretzel.
3 has become steak and eggs.
Yeah, steak and eggs has become real
And real quick, before we get to the Wheel of Strouf, and we're still talking about Potawatomi in a way, Josh and the team there at Potawatomi taught me something. You can do steak and eggs to go. You just got to get the steak rare because then it cooks a little bit while it's just sitting there in the tight box. And I came home and it was perfectly medium rare.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Shout out.
Shout out. Wheel of Strouf.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strouf.
Another day, another buckaroonie. It is time for the Wheel of Strouf. I've got a wheel with a bunch of random topics on it. Let's see what happens. $150 jumping jacks for Alex. And that says while talking, so I'm going to spin the wheel again, then I will begin my jumping jacks.
All right. 150? He's going to be gassed.
Why 150?
What's the topic?
Well, I got to start my jumping jacks too. All right, so I would like you guys to
There's no reason to keep counting.
I want Brewers talk. Talk to me about the back end of the bullpen, Joshy. What are your thoughts on Abner Uribe blowing another save the other night?
Yeah, so this
How many you at?
19, 20,
This
21.
thought approached me last night when I was listening to you guys discuss the back end of the bullpen, what to do with Abner Uribe.
50.
And I thought, with the way Aaron Ashby's been pitching, is it worth giving him sort of the Josh Hader usage before he became closer only of where you used him in high leverage situations.
75.
Sometimes in the 8th inning, and he just finished out the last 2. He's totally capable of it. I think he's been that good. I don't know if he's. I don't think he's Josh Hader good. That's very, very good.
Giving him a Josh Hader role, he's not as good as that.
You're
That
listening
scares
to
me.
Kyle Brust.
What is going on while you're doing
ESPN
jumping jacks?
Wisconsin. It's Weed Man Wednesday. Weed Man.
Okay.
I hit it. I hit the mouse. I hit the mouse with my headphone cord while I was doing jumping jacks, and it started.
It just spammed the hotkeys.
He's out.
I'm at like 112.
It's a lot.
These are bad jumping. Look at his arms. Now he's doing them better.
You just got.
He was going like this. He was going like this.
Well, I'm doing a lot of them, Ben.
Why 150? Why not 50?
I didn't write the rules.
Okay.
All right, I quit.
Ron and the key is counting. He's nowhere near what he's saying.
Yeah, there's no way.
And he quits as he normally does. Yeah, the thing here is I still am a proponent of if you're able to consistently still knock off these wins that you have, you don't want situations like that in a 1-0 game. But you got to trust what was an all-star last year. Abner has the stuff. He just needs the command. I saw his 90, I forget what mile per hour, his sinker that he threw the other day that started in the zone and fell basically to the dirt as a sinker. I was like, that's unbelievable. So you know they have this, like Abner has the stuff. McGill I'm a little more worried about because he just got knuckle curve and fastball. If he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Leaves it in the zone, he can get railed a little bit. I give them a little more time, but I'm open to anything. If you want to put Ashby, who's got unbelievable movement in his fastball right now, I'm fine with it. Like, try stuff right now. Nobody has said, this is my spot. It's mine until I let it go.
Yeah,
everything's up for grabs, so try it.
I'm by no means committed to the idea of using Ashby that way, but it does seem like he's taken a step forward in a meaningful sense. And it's not just the win numbers. It's how good. I believe he has he's been worth nearly a win in terms of WAR already.
What I'd like to add to that is the role that he has played over the last 2 to 3 years. DL Hall is doing wonderfully. So when you lose in a guy that you usually pitch, if somebody goes 5 innings, maybe a younger pitcher because you do have young pitchers, you used to go Ashby no matter what, like 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if a perfect setup goes, then you go McGill, Abner, McGill. Now you can go DL Hall and just sort of pick your poison.
Yeah, the thing
with Ashby in the back.
The thing to me is there's plenty of time to figure it out. I just know that they need to figure something out.
Yes,
and it's kind of try everything. And I mean, there's a glut of young pitchers. There's plenty of options.
If you think about it, with their record, there's probably been at least 3 they've blown in the 9th, at least.
Oh yeah, if not more.
That's what I said. At least I know 3 in my head. 2 from McGill early.
Yeah.
Abner maybe has 2 as well.
Yeah,
so
and
3 or 4 wins that you've given up, and you don't get every save. So that's why we say 2 or 3 that you should have.
I don't want to overreact to a bad night from Abner, especially because he was like a ground ball away from that ball that kind of choppered over Terang's head. He was close to getting out of that and us never having this conversation.
No, but he also hasn't been great even without that.
It's a consistency thing. Do I think he could find it throughout the course of the season? Yes. But I don't want to be forfeiting wins because we're affixed or attached to one method when there's plenty of guys that you can try and use in different and creative ways.
Fair enough. Wheel of Strouf. Wheel of Strouf.
It's been Strouf. We already landed on that one, so we will just go to a random topic.
This is great.
What?
It's a really efficient
process. It's a great operation.
Yeah.
Well, I erased it because we would have had to talk about bullpen.
You know what would do better is if you went online, found a wheel that you could put options in, you played a sound, and then when it landed on one, it eliminated it, and it would do that for you
automatically. That's what just happened with a whiteboard, but I just erased it. I was going to ask about the PGA Championship Do you guys care at all?
He's not following.
I know. Yes, I do care. Of course I care. I care about every golf major. I watch a lot of golf, especially throughout the course of the summer.
Okay, so that said, do you know who Maverick McNeely is?
Yes, I do.
I've never heard of that individual. It's the coolest name I've ever heard.
It's not surprising you've never heard of Maverick McNeely. He's
currently in first place.
He's not been he hasn't had a ton of big wins that would make him a name. He's a younger guy. An ascendant talent. I wouldn't put too much stock in him leading day 2 of this tournament here, but
have you been keeping tabs?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Golf guy.
I should have put it on the other TV. Yeah, like majors for me now, Sundays if I can.
Yeah.
Do you know who Maverick McNeely is?
I did not.
Isn't that an awesome name?
So
I don't know if I'm that enthralled
your
with it.
contribution to this segment is
a name.
I wanted to get
is the Chris Farley. Hey, remember that guy named Maverick McNeely? That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man.
Was the Chris Farley? Yes, but also I wanted to give the golf guy an opportunity to talk golf, which is you.
Golf guy Joshy. I think he's done it just because all you gave him was to talk about a name. So.
Well, I asked if he cared, and then he said he did care.
Yeah, then you hijacked it. What about Maverick McNeil?
I do care because John Rahm, who's had some struggles, is in the top 5 of the leaderboard
right now. So that's why you
Of course,
went
I
with
got
John Rahm.
wagers. I didn't bet on Chris Gotterup, who's T3 right now.
Who?
Gotterup is
That's
actually
a great name too.
Maverick McNeely's not that young. He's 30. Chris Gotterup is sort of a guy who stormed onto the scene.
All right. Enough about Chris.
He's a big
Gotterup.
guy.
He's only 26.
Only 26.
And what are you? How old are
had
you?
some wins.
How old are you?
I'm 27. I'm older than him.
And you are 27 years old. You're older than him, and you also have an ascending life because of something you've done.
Oh, because I'm getting married? Yeah. That's true. I would say my life is ascending because of that. And I got on one knee and got a yes, thanks to my friends at Robert Hack Diamonds, 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, one in Greenfield, where I worked with Brett Leslie and the team, and 2 in Brookfield, one on the north side, one on the south side. They are Wisconsin's most trusted name in diamonds for a reason, because they can do whatever you want to design a dream ring for you, just like they did with my fiance's engagement ring. I brought in a picture of kind of what she was looking for. You know, she sent me ideas. She was sending me hints, and they designed her dream engagement ring. She's absolutely in love with it. They can do the same for you. You see a Pinterest board. You see pictures that maybe your girlfriend is looking at, saving, trying to bring you some ideas. You can bring it right into Robert Hack Diamonds, and they will design it on site for you. RobertHackDiamonds.com, RobertHackDiamonds.com, in 3 locations in the Milwaukee area. You'll be saying, heck yeah! Thanks to the team at Robert Hack Diamonds, the only place to go when you are looking to make that purchase.
Wrap up the show next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust. You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, play some defense on him or something.
You're asking the wrong person.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella, amore. Screaming Sicilian,
Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
Clutter piling up? Take a breath. Badgerland Junk is here to help. Based in Milwaukee, they make cleanouts simple, fast, and stress-free. From single item pickups to full estate cleanouts, their team does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Homeowners and property managers, this is your solution. Furniture, appliances, yard debris, even commercial cleanouts. They do it all with clear upfront pricing and no hidden fees. Serving Milwaukee and the entire metro area, visit BadgerlandJunk.com. Badgerland Junk, your trusted cleanout experts.
At Ewald Automotive Group, we don't just see the uniform, we see the people in them. Ewald salutes those who serve and are brave first responders. Thank you for your dedication, sacrifice, and for keeping us safe. As always, service members and their families can benefit from the Ewald Military Advantage Program with special pricing and incentives on every vehicle. And for every new car sold this month, we'll make a donation to local military and first responder charities. Thank you from Ewald Automotive Group.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease you into spring, it keeps you guessing. One day it's sunshine, the next it's wind, rain, or even snow. That's why your windows and doors have to handle everything in every season. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we design with that in mind. Built for durability, efficiency, and year-round comfort. And right now, we're making that comfort easier to afford. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade your home now and pay over time without even paying a dime in interest. From your free in-home consultation to expert installation, Pella's local team is with you every step, helping you find the right fit for your home, your style, and your budget, with 0% financing options available. Plus, with our 10-year limited warranty, you'll have peace of mind long after installation date. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
You know what scared Kathy more than surgery? Giving up her active life, turning down opportunities to do the things she loves.
I found myself saying, no, I don't want to do that because of pain. It was really limiting my activities in every way.
And then came the diagnosis.
You need 2 full knee replacements. I don't have time for a double knee replacement, and I don't like pain, so no.
But that's not how her story ends. She tried something different, QC Kinetics. It was cutting edge, but natural and much easier on her body, with thousands of patient success stories.
I went to QC Kinetics. Within a couple of weeks, I was absolutely pain-free, no pain. I feel fantastic. Too much life to live, and I want to stay in motion as long as I possibly can.
Don't let pain decide what you say yes or no to. Live your best life. They'll make sure of it at QC Kinetics, starting with a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I nailed it, Strophy. What did I say that Homer would talk about when he walked in the studio?
Oh, Doc and Giannis.
I love his headphones.
They're from Temu.
I know.
Not. I didn't mention Doc at all.
Oh, just Giannis?
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
He doesn't believe it.
No, I don't believe 2.5 hours.
So,
okay, say you're there and the plane's leaving.
I would like a timeout here.
Fine, okay.
Whether it was 2.5 hours and you don't believe that, what if it was an hour and a half? Does that make it that much better?
I have a hard time believing that as well. At some point, you call Giannis or his agent to go like, we have a flight leaving. What the hell? We got to go.
So, and he says, I'll be there.
Okay.
Then what?
Then at some point you go. If he's not there, we're going to wait.
He's Giannis.
I don't care who he is. You think he's the first great player? You said we got to leave in a half hour, or it doesn't matter when you leave.
What if Rodman was out in Vegas?
Right. He got on his own. He got there on his own.
No, they did have to go grab him from the hotel a couple times.
Okay, all right. Well, again, think about that.
Like if Michael Jordan was 2.5 hours late, are you okay with this?
No. I mean, I don't.
So you leave without Michael Jordan?
I don't believe it with Michael Jordan either. They go and figure something out. I don't know how long. Ask any
figure
player.
something out. Where's Giannis?
He's got to get there on his own. We're not waiting 2.5 hours. I don't care if it's God. Doesn't matter.
How long would you wait for God?
Not long, because I figure he can take care of it. I don't have a lot of worry about him getting there. He'll have no problem getting there.
So good. No, for real though, how long would you wait?
What?
For God. If he needed you and he needed your plane, how long did you wait?
I think if he needs me, I'd be scared.
I think an hour. We'll schedule another plane or something. 2.5 hours. Come on. You played. What do you? Well, what's your response?
Strouf said this to me as well. I wasn't getting.
It doesn't matter if you're a
superstar.
professional.
It does.
No,
yes, it does.
You've been around people. Have you ever heard anybody in your life say, "We waited 2.5 hours"? Never. Not
Yeah,
for
I
anybody.
have. Kyle Wallace has told us about barbecues that he have. And
I'm talking about professional athletes and a team going somewhere.
I wasn't a professional.
It doesn't matter. You talk to people. Call Sam Decker. Call anybody who's played on a pro team. Let's call whoever you want to talk. Sidney Moncrief. How long they've ever waited?
You do
not
wait
a
that
chance in the world.
Sidney Moncrief? Are we supposed to call Sidney Moncrief like we have him on speed dial?
I don't know. You have professional athletes on speed dial. Somebody.
Again, regardless of who I know, yeah, like this is believable for not like I think 2.5 hours might be a stretch.
Yeah.
But holding up the team plane, I can absolutely
Of
see.
course, for a certain amount of time. 2.5 hours ain't that amount of time.
But like an
Or
hour and a
everybody
half
just
is
goes
totally
home.
possible.
Go home and come back, and we're going to leave it. Whatever. Come on.
What if you were doing radio for the Bucks and you were on that plane?
Well, no.
Would you say something to Giannis when he walked by you?
We had some weird situations with Crean. Dwayne Wade's team lost to East Carolina in like the first game, and we sat on the bus next to the arena for, I don't know, hour and a half, and somebody was doing the radio. I got to do TV, and he said, "What's going on?" I go, "This is Navy SEALs. We don't know. We might never leave. We might be here for however long the guy in charge wants to make whatever point he wants to make."
Exactly. If Tom Crean made you guys wait an hour and a half, why is it not believable that Giannis potentially made them wait 2.5 hours? He's Giannis. He's way bigger than Tom Crean.
Again, no, he's not.
What do you mean, no, he's not?
Okay, again,
What?
just let's defer and get all. I'm sure we're going to get all these stories, Charles Barkley, whatever, and they'll go, "Never heard of anything like that in my life." Does anybody come up with a story and says, "I got one where we waited since this came out"? Zero.
I find it interesting you've tabbed the 2.5 hour part as being the point you're picking at when it speaks to the larger point of
Film sessions as well.
Utter
Like,
disregard
there was
for your
other-
teammates and timeliness.
There was other
like,
things.
Right, and that to me is totally on the coach.
The coach
But the coach was
had
done
retired.
too.
And I
He didn't
then-
want to be there.
I don't. It's on the coach. You can't do that.
So
when it comes to
like I
decision,
said, I don't think you've got an hour.
Giannis, where are you? We're about to leave.
Yeah.
I'm
When
on
it-
my way.
when it comes
the
to-
team's
He's
got
on
to
his
go.
way.
When it comes
He's
to
on
the
his way.
Bucks,
Again,
no one's
again-
voice carries as much as Giannis. No coach in the NBA.
Yes, it does.
Could out. No.
We're not talking about. We're talking about how long we're going to wait. And again, I will defer to all the other stories that come out. Have you heard one story about? Hey, don't think this is that
you just
bad
gave
because.
us Tom Crean for an hour and a half.
But that's
somehow
not
this.
that's not 2.5 hours, and he was nuts. Come on, that's my point. I never heard anyone like that other than that.
I guess I don't know how to combat, and he was nuts when he tagged that on.
Right.
It does,
Well, and I would say, and Giannis was mad and frustrated,
Yeah.
didn't want to
It
be
does
there anymore.
fine. He doesn't want to be there anymore. We're gone. We waited 5 hours. What? No. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. And if you did, that's on you.
What's
So
agree-
let's take this to another level.
Yeah,
Josh.
let's do.
You're going on a family trip with your wife and your kids.
Homer's canceling the trip after an hour. If you're not there, we're going home.
Like you had a private jet and your kid is going to be 2.5 hours late. You leave him without him?
Well, no, we'd redo it. Say, like, go home. We'll come back in 2 hours. You can make adjustments to things. We're not waiting there, for 2.5 hours. Like, so it's a half hour late. They call them. I'm going to be there in 2 hours. Okay.
if
everybody leaves and then you come back and,
At that point, you just tell Giannis the flight leaves 2.5 hours earlier or later, or whatever it is.
Well, also, if somebody says you call them, and I think we've all had people like this, yeah, I'll be there soon, and then an hour goes by, and you're like, soon was never part of it. So you sort of end up in a endless feed of, I'll be there.
Not for 2.5 hours. Come on.
No, I'm so anti-Homer on this. I'm not saying this happened every time, but it definitely happened. It could have been 2 hours. It might not have been 2.5. It could have been an hour and a half. But it was I'm on the way.
I don't think
and
the
like
length
you
of
just keep
time is
calling.
meaningful.
If it happened, and it didn't happen that long, it was done for a purpose, either for Giannis or for Doc Rivers to say Giannis
I still think it's crazy that Miles put it out there.
Why?
I mean, why?
Because
Outing Giannis?
he's being viewed as a mess. Like they brought this guy in, he's been horrible, and clearly Clearly, I think he brought it up because it's so incredible.
It is.
So, like, he's been a pro for how many years? This never happens. Like, you don't go up to Doc and go, Doc, we going to be here forever? And he does, and then he says something or what? You know,
Bro,
even when Doc said he let
they're
things...
collecting a hell of a check. I wouldn't go to the
Even
coach.
when Doc said he let things out of control, nobody thought this. I look forward to one story that any NBA athlete can mention.
If there's a Tom Crean story out there, there's another
this
one out
wasn't
there.
2.5 hours.
I think you'd
it was
be
about an hour.
floored with some of the stories
No, I would
that
not.
professional athletes
No,
have.
I would not.
I think you would.
Not if you don't believe this one.
No, I don't. No. Or unless it was done for a purpose.
Homer hour in 2 minutes.
Well, we've got delays southbound